as Lloyd from Entourage. Plus, we got a brand new open letter from Galvin that's worth $1,000. It's all coming up on the next Mike Calta Show.
Twice voted Trustee of the Month at the Orange County Jail. Hey, they don't give those to just anybody. It's the Shannon Burke Show.
Welcome back to the Shannon Burke Show. 1025 The Bone, 800-771-1025. I'm promoting the schedule of so many lawn care professionals. Listen, I'm not knocking your gig. There are many, many times I thought, and I still do, as a matter of fact, that one day I'm just going to say screw it to this radio thing because it kind of stinks. It's not a very good job, and you don't get paid very well. And, people just tell you what to do all the time. And just get high with the leaf blower guys and get a lawn crew. I'll get a trailer. I'll save a couple of bucks, get me a trailer, a lawnmower, 3 or 4 backpack leaf blowers, and I'll just go to work, man.
Yeah, listen to some jazz.
Stay high all day. Put a lot of sunscreen on, headphones on, super dark laser treatment, sunglasses, and just I'll do that all day, and I'll be lean and tan and relaxed and worked out, and I'll be feeling good and looking good.
And you would own this company?
Yeah. I'd be the crew head. I'd be the head of the crew. I had to buy a company because it's very difficult to start a lawn company from scratch.
Yeah,
I understand. You want to have the built-in business.
I picture you in the F-250 with the windows up and the AC cranked down by 10:30 a.m.
That may be.
I see you working for the cool hours of the morning, and then
I work out outdoors a lot. I don't have a problem with manual labor. I just want to make it as least manual as I possibly can. 800-771-1025. Here is Jason. I'm gonna get to Amanda and then Kathy after that. So stick with me, ladies. Jason, go ahead. Hello, Jason. Ladies, today's your luck. Sorry about that, buddy. You got to pay. Amanda, are you there?
Hey, guys. Love the show.
Thank you.
I'm calling. I live in an apartment complex where they start mowing the lawn and blowing leaves at 7:30 in the morning.
That's ridiculous. You need a discount on your rent. That's ridiculous.
See, I don't have to be to work until 9:30, so I like to sleep in until at least 8:30.
Right.
So I'll start opening up the window, screaming at them, telling them, "Shut up! I'm sleeping. I gotta sleep."
What do? They don't go. It's like, hey.
No, they can't hear me. They just keep going. It helps me feel better.
Yeah. Well, can you call your? If I lived in a place, a complex like that, I'd call the management and say, "What gives here? You can't run a place like where your tenants can't sleep after 7 o'clock in the morning."
You see, I've tried to talk with them, and they said, "Well, that's what time they come. That's what time they come. We can't do anything about it. I'm sorry."
Wow.
Well, I like to sleep until I have to get up, and that's preventing my sleeping.
I'm sorry to hear that, Amanda. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Some people don't get up that early. They don't need to get up that early. They don't have to get up that early.
It wouldn't be bad if it was one day a week.
Well, it wouldn't be. It wouldn't be bad if it was one day a week. But if you live in a neighborhood where I don't understand. Can we just have lawns done by area? You know what I mean? Like these 4 square blocks belong to a lawn company. And he comes in with his crew. They do them all in a day. And then he goes home. And then you're done for the week. That entire neighborhood doesn't even hear a leaf blower for a week. And then, instead of if there are in our old building, if there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 places around us with lawns, there were 6 lawn crews. One on every day of the week, and they didn't work on Sunday. It's ridiculous. Here's Kathy. Kathy, go ahead.
Hey, Shannon. I mow my own lawn, but I prefer to do it late in the day. So, I'm not an early bird. But the worst I've seen was last week I was leaving for school to take my son in. He goes to high school. We leave at 6:35. I got to the top of my street. There was a full crew there, including the riding lawnmower with headlights.
Yeah.
The guy was going around. They had the guy with the edgers, weed whackers. They had, the blower. I mean, there was a full crew out there. 6:35.
I get that. They say it gets hot later in the day. I realize that. But, you kind of knew the job was dangerous when you took it, you know? And if it's that way, then start a little bit later. But maybe I wouldn't care if you cut grass till 10 p.m. in my neighborhood. You know what? That's fine. Just let us sleep in.
I agree.
There you go.
Completely.
Thank you, Kathy.
You're welcome.
1-800-771-1025. I'm going over the call. Well, what is that? I'll take offense to that. Andrew, go ahead.
Hey, good morning. Or good afternoon, Shannon. How are you?
Yes, good. Very well. Thank you.
I love your show, by the way.
Thank you.
Shannon, I got to say, brother, I think your vagina is on fire.
It may be, but listen.
You know, it's not 6 a.m. when they're starting.
It's 8 o'clock. I mean, between the bill. I mean, you know, look. Even if you're awake by that time, and if you work a 9 to 5er, you probably are awake by that time. Nobody wants to hear the garish whine of a leaf blower that early in the morning.
I get it if it's Sunday morning, but if you put yourself in their shoes, you'd be doing the same thing, my brother. Man,
I wish I had a job that I could annoy people with. I'd annoy people just to spite you people.
Well, you do, don't you?
Yeah, I guess so. Thanks, man.
Thanks, buddy.
I have a plan though. I think that next time I will turn the sprinkler on.
Well, if they're not on your yard, then it's not going to hit them, is it?
Well, I'll readjust a couple of my sprinklers and time it at 8 o'clock in the morning, aiming each way.
Are your neighbors home at that time, or are they gone?
One has kids. It's a couple of kids, and they're off early to get the kids off, and they're both lawyers. So
they're not
and
really
the other lady is
affected by
kind of a hermit. I don't even know what she does. I mean, I've only ever seen her once, and it was from behind. She kind of comes and goes, and sounds very sneaky in the middle of the night. And
wait a second.
I don't know I don't know what they're doing over there. Here's Nancy. Nancy, how are you?
Hey, good. How are you?
Doing great, Nancy. We're gonna.
I really think you need to grow up. Have you ever had to work for a living besides just run off at the mouth?
Yes, I have. I did some manual labor for many, many years.
I mean, these guys are doing what they have to do. You've heard of heat stroke, correct, down here?
Yes, I've heard of heat stroke. I've had a heat stroke.
They do it in the morning.
Yeah.
And most people.
So you're all right with that?
Whatever day your garbage man comes, put earplugs in if it aggravates you.
Why should I have to put up with someone else's noise pollution? It's noise pollution is what it is, Nancy.
Oh, bull. It's a fact of life.
It's a leaf blower is a fact of life? What's wrong with you?
Yeah. Emptying garbage, leaf blowers, weed whackers, lawnmowers are a fact of life.
They're a fact of life. Well, I don't like
it. Live in your fancy development. Go live someplace on your own acre and mow your own lawn or pay somebody to come when you're not there to do it.
I'm coming to your house at 6 o'clock in the morning with a leaf blower, Nancy.
What time do you get up,
I like them apples.
Hey, honey, I'm up, and they do it. Where I live, there must be 50 different lawn companies.
That doesn't bother you at all. You like that. The sound, the constant whine of a leaf blower.
There's not a damn thing I can do about it.
Wow. There's something I can do about it.
It's right. Wow. Lawn service down here is one of the highest industries. You realize that? The money they make.
I know they're all high. Everyone I see is high as a kite. Like they must have a bong mounted. They must have a bong mounted in the bed of that. They're all high as a kite. I know. I've been to rock concerts.
If you're a stoner, if you're a stoner, then you'd know.
Oh, I've listened.
They probably have their headsets in there and are listening to music.
Who?
If you don't like the noise, move someplace where you don't have it.
Why should I move because of some strange guy with a leaf blower between my house and my neighbor's house?
Honey, it's real simple. They're not going to change for you.
Well, they might. I'm going to get the law changed.
Puts it where they don't do it till 8 o'clock.
I'm going to get the law changed.
And complain.
And they're going to.
You just want to bitch and complain.
And they're going to do it at 9 o'clock in the morning, and I'll shut that business down.
Excuse me.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, she had a bone to pick with you.
That's old tough love Nancy right there.
Oh, yeah.
That's what that is.
Nancy's husband runs a lawn crew.
Yeah, probably so. Listen, I love that business. I think it's fantastic. We have a guy, the front of our house, we called him one day. Said, yeah, we were thinking about taking down a tree and doing a thing. Don't worry, I will take care of everything. Of course, he's super handsome, tan guy who my wife loves to talk to. I think his name is like Dirk or Drake or something hip. And he's all, super tan. Just the guy I would be if I was out there doing it every day. So this stinking job. And one day I show up and it's like the whole world has changed. He changed the whole house, looks different in a day's work. We're done. Of course it will be $5,000, but yeah, here's how we did your whole, and it's fantastic. So I'm not knocking the industry. I like it. I like cutting my own grass. I just don't have the time. The time that I have off, I like to spend, laying on my ass.
Have you thought about like soundproofing your room?
So I should spend thousands of dollars because one high leaf blower cat can't come a little bit later in the afternoon or in the morning. I wouldn't care if they came an hour later. Listen, it sounds like I live. You think I lived the way this morning sounded from 6 a.m. till 8:30. You would thought that I lived in downtown Manhattan. Trash trucks, recycling bins, and it's always my block. They dump everything in these little trays on the side of the truck. And it's always my block where those trays fill up. They have to lift them up hydraulically and dump them into the bed of the truck. Right. It's like crushing a car in your front yard.
That's loud. I have an idea for you. What about on the days that they come over to do the lawn?
I stay at the Four Seasons.
No, why don't you invite the crew over, smoke them out so it gives you like an hour of peace of mind, and they can go back and do the yard.
Yeah, so I should put their hive, their pot bill. Oh, I wonder if I could like throw them a couple of joints, if I knew somebody could get me a couple of joints, like a what do they call a pot dealer?
Yeah, but alleyways is where you find that.
Yeah,
or bowling alley.
And I'll get some of that, and I'll say, hey, fellas, you start at 9 o'clock. The first round's on me.
Yeah. You know what this is right here?
Oh, maybe like a half dozen Krispy Kremes, day old. They don't give a damn. They'll be high as a kite.
Something there.
Here, let's see what people. Lawnmowers don't really bother me that much. Here's Mike. Mike, go ahead. It's the leaf blowers. Mike?
Yeah, first of all, Shannon, okay, you're the same guy that comes home at 2 o'clock in the morning with his old lady rapping on the pipes on the bike. 2 o'clock in the morning.
I do that very quietly, as quiet as I can.
You showed up at the beginning of the block. I thought you, and I coast into the house. If I get a good run, I can coast all the way to the house.
Yeah, sometimes if I'm upset at my neighbors or just having a bad day, I'll leave it in first gear, like a block away, just let it downshift all the way into the garage.
Coming through the neighborhood at 2 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. I do the same thing. All right, man.
Thanks, man. Well, now you put it that way. The Airbus that had crashed in the Alps. We'll talk about that in a minute when we get back. I hate to hear about plane crashes. The first thing that goes through my mind is what are they going through in their heads in that cabin? What are those people thinking? What's going through their mind? Do they know they were crashing? Do they, and then I think I read a little bit more about this thing. Did you know that the Airbus in which they were in, which they say about 150 people were on board, they're all believed to be dead, was 25 years old? Does it bother anybody that you have a plane that just does nothing but intercontinental flights all the time? It's an International Airlines, German Wings, or whatever it's called. And it's been doing that for 25 years. And I know that people say, well, we had a lot of maintenance on these. Listen, you take a 25-year-old car. All right. God knows how many miles or hours are on this airplane. But if you take a 25-year-old car that has 300,000 miles on it, I'm less likely to pay money to take a ride in that old-ass car to get somewhere because the chances of it breaking down are increased greatly. It's 25 years. You look at a 25-year-old Toyota Celica that's on the road today and tell me you'd like to ride in that car.
You might find a handful.
We'll talk about it next. Stick around.
The Shannon Burke Show.
$100 of my cash by listening to a classic open letter at 7 a.m. Then at 9:30, I'll ask a question.
Shannon Burke shows this. Hello. Yeah, he might be taking some calls on that still. What's your name? Mason? All right, hang on for me.
Mike Calvin here for Dr. Bassett and TampaHairMD.com. If you got up this morning and ran your fingers through your hair and you realize you're losing more and more hair, now is the time to get into Dr. Bassett's office. Go to TampaHairMD.com and see all about the NeoGraft technology, a painless, scarless procedure in which they take your own hair and create new growing hair. Dr. Bassett's team at HairMD continues their commitment to provide you're looking, hair restoration with the safest, most effective technology available. And now they have the artist robotic hair restoration. All this amazing technology under one roof. There's no other clinic anywhere. Hair restoration isn't a one-size-fits-all. And Dr. Bass and the team will match your goals, lifestyle, hairline, and hair type to the technology that's right for you. Go to TampaHairMD.com right now and set up a free consultation. And if you decide to get the procedure mentioned on my
apparently the numbers are out.
Shifty had mentioned that this is apparently the week that Bubba said he was going to pass calculus. Did he?
Mike is almost a full point ahead of Bubba.
How's that?
That's only in men, not in persons.
And the persons is the
Well,
money.
persons is the money demo. I don't give a fuck what people say. You know, will always be number 1 or 2 in men because men are dicks and like to listen to tit talk. You know.
So what is he in that? 1 point ahead, like you said.
Huh?
What is Calta in the persons?
I don't know. I just saw the men numbers. Calta's 7-7 above 7 share.
He went up 0.7.
I don't even know. I don't even know if those are real tweeted numbers.
Oh man. That team's too small.
So if you or anyone else driving effective vehicle, please take action. The rich are getting richer. How about you? Sitting on the sidelines will get you nowhere. So what's your next move? What if you could learn how to make real money with the market up or down, all while protecting your hard-earned capital? Over 230,000 people have experienced online trading academies, unique trading education, and now you can too. Wait a minute. Before you say, oh, no, that's not for me, just hear me out. I want to invite you to a free 2-hour training class and you can check this out. If you call now, we'll link you a video guide worth $247 just for attending. Think about it. What is your mind doing for you want to see your mutual fund? Call right now. I'll see you available at 855-799-TRADE. That's 855-799-8723 or online at otaclass.com. This could really change everything. Call now, 855-799-TRADE, 855-799-8723 or otaclass.com. Want to say goodbye to your wireless carrier that you can't? Are you trapped in a long-term contract? Or do you want to right now? Sounds like a bad carrier that you can trust. Ditch your carrier and their switch fees. Switch to the uncarrier today. Pay out the trading credit is everything right. Eligible trade and new device purchase qualifying credit and service required. May take a day to please. See a T-Mobile store for offer details. Conversion card issued by American or NYC or expires. Jay Leno Live, March 29th, 7:30 p.m. The Stratus Center. Police say an 84-year-old man pepper sprayed a security guard during a dispute at a retirement community bingo game in Florida. The old guy said he was fed up, said he told the security guard he had it up to here, but that was just his pants, so they don't even count it. But the tickets for Jay Leno
Did you hear?
are on sale now. Call 813-229-7827. StratusCenter.org.
Shannon Burke, who's this?
Keep listening for your chance
Nolan?
to win tickets to the first Norman.
No, Norman. All right. You want to talk about the mowers or the Airbus? Yeah, he might go back to it. Hang on, let me put you on hold. We're coming back from commercials. All right, I gotta go. Hold on.
look like James Hetfield, but he sounds like Barry White. It's the Shannon Burke Show.
Burke Show, why don't you find the phone? What is it? What anniversary is this of Biggie Smalls' untimely death?
Oh, I don't know how many years it's been, but I know that today was the day he was gunned down.
Turn it up.
I had to make sure it's the edited version.
Oh, okay. All right, still makes me nervous. Turn it down. Their version of clean and our version of clean may not be the same. 1-800-771-1025 is our telephone number. 25-year-old, maybe I get tweets from people going, hey, that's nothing, Burke. You don't know what you're talking about. You're done. You're stupid. That's why you stupid DJ.
Sure. They said, someone said, look at Harrison Ford's plane. It crashed on the thing. That thing had to be 60, 70 years old.
Yeah, but I'm sure
but that's not a commercial airliner full of 150 people. That's a pleasure cruise for a bazillionaire.
And also, how far is that plane going? Really, he's going for like a joyride.
And it didn't even make it past the third fairway. Piece of crap. Good Lord. This is a commercial airliner. Listen, I am not kidding you. What was the name of this? Back when I was just getting out of high school, I was dating this girl who was going to school in Ohio, Denison University in Granville, Ohio, and I had to fly to Columbus, and it was the cheapest. I mean, what's the one that crashed in the swamp? That airline down the Everglades.
Give me a second.
I don't know. It was cheaper than that. And I kid you not, that when I got on the airplane, as I'm coming up, there was a big, like a foot gap where the thing didn't go all the way to the door.
Yeah.
So they're telling people, be careful, watch your step, be careful, watch your step. And I looked out to the side, and there was a Gold's Gym bumper sticker on the side of the plane. Someone slapped a Gold's Gym bumper sticker on the side of an airplane. I'm like, man, this is going to be a rough ride. I think it was like a $29 flight, too.
Well, and the difference is, too, is you made the comparison to a 25-year-old car. If that thing breaks down, you might putz off to the side of the road into the shoulder or something. This is a plane.
You don't fall 38,000. This thing fell 38,000 feet or 35,000 feet. It reached its altitude, and once it did, it just started going down, and they lost, and they just no explanation, just started going down. Boom. In the Alps, it's a goner. Isn't that where the soccer team crashed and they ate the dead bodies?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Was it Uruguay's soccer team?
I don't know. Whatever they had to eat the ass off the people that were, I
saw a documentary on that.
Did you see the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh. They did a reenactment of it, too, on the documentary.
They ate some ass?
Well,
they did in the movie, too. You could see them, like, take a piece of like glass and carve a dude's ass cheek out and put it in a bag for this guy to eat.
Oh, my God.
Ugh. That's disgusting. You think you'd eat somebody?
Man, in that situation, yeah, I think I could. I'd gross myself out. I'd probably puke, but I could muster it down.
I'm getting a reminder from my wife. Have you booked your room
yes.
in New Orleans? You booked the room. You got to book the room too.
No, I have to book the room also? Oh, okay, I thought that was all part of the whole thing. Like
you got to call in, make sure and put your name down and book one of the 1 hour rooms. You got a discount on your room.
Okay. All right,
everybody gets a discount on the room, but you got like a
super discount.
Yeah.
I'll do it today.
By the way, New Orleans, May 20th through the 24th.
Oh yeah.
Here's Josh. Hello, Josh.
Hey, how's it going today, Shannon?
Good, man. How are you?
Oh, it's another day in paradise. I know that sounds weird, but it really is.
Yeah, you're right. Leaf blowers and all.
Yeah, unfortunately.
You called
I actually called in to weigh in about the topic of it being 25 years since the plane was put into service.
Yes, 25-year-old plane. I'm guessing once say United Airlines buys an Airbus and they keep it for 10 or 20 years and they go, yeah, you know what? Let's upgrade these babies. Do they sell that used airplane to a cheaper airline?
Well, actually, what happens more than likely, like I know with the military, I was in for 6 years.
All right.
And I fixed helicopters. And the oldest helicopter that I've seen in service was from 1967.
67?
What they do, yes, they actually retrofit the aircraft as it goes along, and also the preventative maintenance periods on these are either hours, days, months, or a certain amount of years to a certain extent. To where, think of it with the car analogy, to where every 100,000 miles, if you change the engine, change the transmission, all the shocks and the tires and everything, it's basically a brand new car.
Okay.
Same basic concept with the plane.
Is that what's going on? That's what's happening with these giant airliners, huh?
Yeah, basically, they try and retrofit them as long as they can to keep that overhead cost down on paying for, a $50 million plane.
Right, right. I'm sure it's a fraction of the cost just to replace a couple of engines and some carpet.
Yeah, exactly. Like in
Upgrade the
comparison
crapper,
to buying an entire plane.
Right. All right. Still don't make me feel any safer about being on a 25-year-old plane. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, but I've flown on aircraft that were either in mid to late 70s, 80s. It's all the same. They all fly the same at that point because they're just retrofitted so much.
I guess. All right, man. Thanks, Josh. Appreciate it.
Have a good one, Shannon.
So does
I wondered if I should have asked him if a bumper sticker would affect the way of an airplane. Can you imagine the pilot up in the air? Man, we're pulling a little to the left, don't you think? Let's take a look. Oh, the damn bumper sticker.
It's a quarter of it's flapping in the wind.
Yeah.
Does it say what airliner this one was that just recently crashed?
What it was?
Yeah, this airliner.
The airliner was Germanwing?
Because I know there's that airliner graveyard where they send all the ones that have been retired, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's where all the hippies can go get a fuselage and turn it into a hippie house in the middle of the forest somewhere. Have you seen this?
Yeah, I have.
Dude, I live in a fuselage.
Oh man.
1-800-771-1025. That's our telephone number if you'd like to get involved in the program. Coming up in the program, we'll hear about the father of the year.
Who's that? What did he do?
Blowing weed smoke into his 1-year-old babies. Or 1 year or 1 month. How old is the baby?
1 year old.
A 1-year-old baby. There's a domestic situation. Cops show up. The guy's blowing pot smoke into the baby's mouth to the point where the baby's coughing, and then you could see the baby exhaling smoke.
Oh, my God. Wait, the cops saw this, or they saw the video, right? Isn't that how it went down?
My buddy Tommy just reminded me, Value Jet. That was the name of
the Everglades.
That's the name of the airline I was on that had a bumper sticker. Value Jet. That's probably why I went down. Too many Gold's Gym stickers on the side of it. Value Jet. Those are two words just never be in the same sentence.
That's something you don't want to cheap out on as the airliner you're going to fly.
Bargain Air. Sit down. Hold on.
It's a little shaky, but we'll get you there.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. We haven't had a crash in weeks. Also, a lady was held 8 days in a loony bin. She was a little upset. I'm afraid of this happening to me one day. She was upset, went to a place to get a car where it had been towed, like a police impound yard.
Yeah.
She was a little upset, like she was a little worked up, but they say she doesn't believe she did anything out of line. Next thing you know, she's in handcuffs. Next thing you know, someone's giving her a shot to sedate her. She wakes up in a psych ward. It's worse from that. 8 days held against her will. One of the reasons she was held for a long time is because at one point she told the doctor that was examining her, she's going, "What the hell am I doing here?" He said, "Listen, you're a little unstable." She goes, "You don't know the kind of person I am. I'm the kind of person that Obama follows me on Twitter." I went, "Oh, now you're crazy."
Yeah.
Then they said they slammed the door on her. Turns out Obama follows her on Twitter.
The Shannon Burke Show. It's okay. The 102.5 The Bone app has you covered. We're featuring the very best part of today's Mike Counter Show. Handpicked by Mike with his fat fingers. You can now
Hey, if you're out somewhere, you get a key. Will you get one made?
Yeah, I wanted to do one this weekend. I was at Home Depot 3 times on Saturday. I should have got it.
Yeah, I've been to a place a couple times myself, but I haven't remembered to do it.
I wonder if Gardell would go do the cryo sauna with me. I want to take your GoPro so we can post it on the website or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm going back. Going back. Shannon Burke Show, who's this?
Come on, with available Bluetooth, it's tough to get your hands on one. Like I said, now's the time at Nissan Now. Now I get it. At Nissan Now, it's a perfect time. Choose the versatile and innovative 2015 Nissan Rogue. Lease today for just $219 per month. Shop your local Nissan store and choose Nissan.com. Hurry, offers end March 31st. Nissan, innovation that excites.
What's up, brother?
What's up? Yo. You need a key to get in the bathroom?
Yes.
You by yourself?
No, Shannon. I think Shannon just went down there to take a piss. It is that one.
Then am I insane?
Yeah.
Are you hurting?
No.
No.
No, I was trying to do two things real quick. Caught me off guard.
Did you quit your job today? Just about 20 minutes ago. You gotta be kidding me. Can we talk about it? You want to talk about it? Oh, hell yeah. All right, sweet. Yeah, dude. You quit your job.
I know. So apparently that plane was going at the last known speed, 480 miles an hour, and it was 11,400 feet up in the air. Can you imagine with the gravity and the weight of that plane, how fast it goes when it's going down like into that nosedive? Because once those engines kick out, you can only glide for so long.
Yeah.
How does that work? Can you glide? I mean, like
you can. You'll sink very, very fast. You're still gliding, you know.
I guess you just didn't have any place to glide too.
No, you're 11,000 feet. You're in the fucking Swiss Alps. You're gonna hit a fucking mountain, you know. Those mountains are a lot taller than that.
I'd be trying to glide around that shit.
Shit, they go around.
Man, I'm impressed with my deodorant lately. Shannon Burke, who's this? Oh, hello. Oh, you got to go pick it up from the station. Yeah, we can't. We don't ship that stuff out. It's too expensive for us to ship it. If you want it, you can have it. No. It's the regular station where you go for Calta for Mike's show. But you. Yeah, that's the place. You would just go there to pick it up. No, it'll be at the front desk at the receptionist when you first get up there. But you don't go this week, Patty. You gotta wait until next week. I have to bring them down to the building. I haven't done that yet. Yeah, wait till next week and then go. Okay, bye. That is all about getting that sex basket.
Really?
Yeah.
What's happening?
What's up, big guy?
Dude. Man, I was just in there this morning too.
Dude, I thought I saw you. Dude. Andy was like, "Yeah, I saw him." I'm like, "Dude, that wasn't him."
Yeah, I went to go. I stopped to get. I don't know you guys. I was gonna go.
I was kidding about it hurting my feelings. He didn't reply to me. I didn't really give a fuck.
Oh no, I didn't even text him.
No, I texted him. I was like, "Dude, he didn't say hi to me." Mike,
I looked back. I didn't see you.
Yeah, no, I was there. But no, I think it's hysterical. But yeah, I just had enough, so I was just like, "Fuck it, I'm quitting." I'm waiting for part 2 of this story to unfold when I get home.
Oh, you haven't told your wife yet?
Oh no, she doesn't have a clue. Is that kick ass?
I think she just said. I think you said 1 minute.
Give me the old one. I was gonna do that. I gotta do the big one at 1. So let me do that. That'll lead into a conversation. And then we'll break your news. Yeah, well, I want you to be involved in the conversation, but then we'll break your news. We didn't say anything about the air yet, did we?
Fire?
What's up?
We didn't say anything on the air about him getting up in. Yeah, but
no, you said he was coming in. You said anything about the fire?
Okay.
Or quitting.
Wow. So who knows? Just the people in Publix and you, huh?
Yeah.
A couple $100,000 roughly. I know.
Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah, no, that was big money. I was thanking some coin.
Really?
No. Not at all.
Welcome back to the Shannon Burke Show, 102.5 The Bone. Our good friend Brian Gardella stopped into the studio.
Hello, everybody.
What's happening, dude?
What's up, buddy?
We'll get to some major news in your life in a minute. All right. Like, I guess the world still nobody knows anything about it now.
No, yeah, it's top secret.
Just us three.
Not even the missus.
Not even the missus.
Wow.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a huge.
I've covered the conversation for this evening. I think. In fact, I think I know what I'll be doing.
Really?
This evening.
Okay.
Yeah.
Will it be groveling or?
Probably just a lot of I understand.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
That'll be good.
It's gonna be fun.
My big one and one. Let's do the big one and one. Very important.
Now, the biggest story of the day. Well, maybe it's not the biggest story. Actually, I don't even know if it's really news. Shannon seems to like it, though. It's Shannon's Big One at 1.
My big one at 1 is it's a personal thing to me, but I believe that we would all agree, someone would consider us a progressive society in that we become more politically correct and that we won't say things that may be demeaning to women in general, not a specific woman, but to women, or that we will be kinder and gentler. But in my opinion, there should always be a place in our world for a man to be a man. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Absolutely. To not even worry about seeming perhaps too
sexist
or maybe misogynistic or something like that, but just and all in good fun. We're not really that way, but men should be able to have man time. You could just be a man. You'd think that at the very least, if you were in a group of men that you played a sport with, like maybe after the game, you get together and have some beers and just talk
manly stuff.
Yeah, it's
I'm a man.
Yes,
happens all the time.
After what?
Happens every day.
After your softball games?
Yeah, we hang out in the parking lot, have man talk.
After
beers.
softball,
Yeah.
imagine how hardcore the man time would be if it was after a rugby match.
Oh.
Here's my case in point here. Mary Washington University's rugby team. They were in a house about a mile and a half from the campus at a party by the rugby players for a Sunday. It was having a good time. The students were chanting in celebration of a recent rugby victory, blah, blah, blah. They've got a chant. The chant says, among other things, and I'll paraphrase, well, goddamn son of a bitch, you're going to find a whore. You know, it's a chant of guys singing some rugby chant about drinking and going door to door maybe and trying to find a woman to have sex with.
Yeah.
In this song, they call her a whore. Here's a snippet of it.
Walking up the street, knocking on every door.
Knocking on every door.
Well, goddamn son of a bitch, you're gonna find a whore.
All right, there you get the gist. GD son of a bitch, we're going to find a whore. We've got to find a whore. And at the end, they say something about banging the whore or whatever. But it sounds to me like the team all knows this chant. It may be something they do to celebrate. It's lighthearted. They're literally not going door to door on Canal Street, knocking on every door looking for a whore. They're sitting at a private party.
Right.
They haven't moved.
Off campus. They have not moved. And they're singing a chant that among other things, says they're going to knock on every... The chant's called Gonna Find a Whore, right?
Something along those lines.
You can even hear female laughter in it. Well, of course, the university's gotten wind of this, and now the team has been disbanded.
Wow. Well, how was it brought to their attention?
Well, you know how these things get out. Well, the same reason we have it here in the studio, that someone had a phone going.
Yep.
It's kind of along the lines, although much less heinous than that Oklahoma story where they're talking about hanging African Americans. Yeah, that's pretty bad stuff. You can't.
Terrible.
This is, and whether or not that's in jest or not, I still think that singing about knocking on every door to quote find a whore seems innocuous compared to
I'm gonna
there'll
have to
never be an
Google,
N-word in our.
innocuous. Not. Did you forget who you were talking to?
Sorry.
Yeah, no 50 cents word, Shannon, please. Okay. But toy dog.
Virtually
fine.
harmless way. 1-800-771-1025 is our number.
It's like a pub song, though.
Right. Okay. Yeah, it talks about whores, but I mean, okay. But I guarantee you, in some circles, you'll find perfect gentlemen, lawyers, civil servants, doctors, whatever, businessmen, where they can let their hair down, have a couple of drinks, and just have some frank conversation or celebration without fear of someone. Well, I heard him sing a chant. He said if we went to knock on every door to find a whore. I find that language deplorable. Blah, blah, blah. He's talking about women and demeaning. No, they're just singing a fun chant while they get hammered because they're rugby players, and that's what they do.
Yeah, but here's the problem, though, is anytime, just like that SAE chant, although that was terrible, that's on a different level, when it's tied back to the university, they have to save face. They have to save their name. And if women are going to be upset that the rugby team is talking about going knocking door to door to find some skeezy, then they have to take appropriate action. I mean, I don't agree with it, but I can see why they would do it to save the university.
Right.
There was a student disturbed by the lyrics. They claim
Just
that
a student.
Yeah, the student disturbed by the lyrics. A student. They've claimed that some of the lyrics reference necrophilia, rape, and violence against women. Posted the clip on YouTube. Reported to the school's administration days later, which triggered disciplinary proceedings on the team. 4 months after the incident, the administration handed a decisive verdict. The entire men's rugby team would be dissolved indefinitely, and all 46 members would be required to attend sexual assault training classes because of a chant.
Wow. I mean, what's the difference if you pop in an M&M CD?
Here's my problem with this. Because when there is sexual assault on college campuses, it goes largely unreported, underreported, because nobody wants to raise the red flag. Am I right?
Door shut.
But now, if you just chant about it, you'll be treated as if you actually did it. We need to 1-800-771-1025. That's our telephone number if you want to get involved in the program. The administration is, blah, blah, blah. The rugby as a club sport is therefore not subjected to NCAA sanctions. The administration told this magazine they will comment on the matter at some point, like any college administration facing a potential embarrassment. They would like this to all be over. And the student body, which is about 2/3 female, agree.
Hey, how about that? That's good numbers going to college.
Yeah.
I'm going to take this call. Will you handle that opening there? Thank you. Here is, by the way, 1-800-771-1025. You know what I'm talking about? There's got to be some place, some way, somewhere.
They were at the.
They were off campus.
They were like in Jack's house.
Yeah, miles down the road at a private party.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, if you can't goof around, I guess I would call it goofing around, right? Goofing around, having a good time. I don't know. I don't find that particularly that harmful, that chant. The one on the bus with about there'll never be an N-word in SAE, that one, that was particularly hard for me to hear.
Right.
Let's see. Here's Jason. Jason, go ahead.
Hey, I want to talk about two things. First off, the SAE one.
Yeah.
Those guys, that was a public university.
Right.
So that is essentially the state censoring those guys. They expelled the 2 members, right?
Right.
So that's, I mean, no due process, no nothing. You know, we got to remember the First Amendment protects those words. They protect us from the state. So if these are public universities we're talking about the no due process against our First Amendment rights. Not ours. I mean, hey, those words are deplorable.
I don't know. Were they expelled from school, or did they just kick the? They can discipline students based on codes of conduct, and I think that probably would
as long as it
student
doesn't
codes of
their
conduct.
First Amendment rights, sure.
Well, there may be an argument there. There may be some way that the college weasels out of it. But on to the rugby story, which is really a different story.
Go
ahead.
It's terrible as well, but once again, you know, we can't. The First Amendment is not the cuddly blanket that, you know, makes us all feel good. It's the First Amendment is to protect the KKK, the Nazis, the SAE.
Right. The most unpopular speech. The most unpopular speech must be protected at all costs.
Exactly. But look at how fast we are bending. Look at how very fast we are saying, oh, that hurts our feelings. Let's do something about it.
Right. Somebody's feelings. That one student's feelings were hurt in this rugby case. One person, Brian. One person.
Yeah, one person.
And
exactly. It doesn't matter if it's 1 or 1,000.
What's the cause of this weakness within us? You know, we really will let one upset a 1,000.
It's a chain reaction.
It's litigation.
I don't get it. I don't know why anybody. I don't know. I was looking for perhaps Jason's input there, but hello.
Well, I don't know what it is. You know, I mean, you look at the America's credo, freedom. You know, we stand up for freedom. We do this. We do. You know, everything about America is free. But yet, as soon as we get our little feelings hurt, we come back and say, "Oh, government, somebody come protect me." You know, so and so said a bad word.
Right. I don't know if in this case,
both ways.
In this case of a chick, you know, took it to a feminist group. The chick that was offended took it to a feminist group or a feminist friend of hers on campus. They said, you got to report it. You got to report it. But what we're really saying is that you were at a private party where some guys that, they are loosely tied to the university because they played rugby for them. There are other people at this party as well. They said some words that offended you off campus, away from school, in an on-campus environment, and somehow they have to pay a price for a word. You know what? I agree with you, Jason. They have to pay the price for a word they used that offended a person.
What about the rugby players that weren't there? They're getting punished.
Right.
Something they had nothing to do with.
What about the local bars who often make their living on the backs of heavy drinking rugby players after their matches that will now go broke?
Let's be honest. All rugby players travel around in that huddle that they have anyway, so they were all there.
Right.
I get your point. Thanks, Jason. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right.
I mean, it's got to be the fear of getting sued, right? That the university would do something like that.
Wait a second. How could this woman sue? I'm suing the university because some guys that played for their rugby team were 10 miles away from the campus at a private party and said the word whore, and then they wanted to bang one. I felt I was offended. So now the university must pay me?
As much of a stretch as that
I'd
seems.
have about 500 cases if that were the case.
Yeah, going at the same time right now?
Yeah.
That could be a stretch, but I'm sure that the university fears that.
It's like you say, though, man. They got a safe face. There's no doubt.
That's a shame. You know what they should say is, look, as distasteful as that is, singing about whores, they didn't break any rules. So I'm sorry, sweetheart. Our advice would be grow a pair. Here. Thank you. Where's my bell? Here's Jennifer. Jennifer, go ahead.
Yes, I was just calling to comment about the rugby team, and my brother plays rugby. I have gone to several games several times, and their songs, their chants, they do get vulgar, but my brother's also a teacher, and he's very respectful, and rugby games aren't for sorority girls, if you will, or people that are sensitive to things that may be said. But if you know anything about rugby players or you follow the game, you know that they're not quiet.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. It's an absolute release for them to go and play an awesome game. There's a thing called a Zulu where they run naked. The first guy to score a point runs naked around the field.
Yeah.
If you know anything about the sport, you know it's entertaining. And you shouldn't go if you can't handle it.
That's very dangerous, too. You shouldn't play if you can't handle it.
It worries me.
It's pretty rough.
My brother,
pretty rough. Yeah.
USF. He played USF. He plays for Tampa Bay Crew now. It's awesome.
Nice.
It's a great time.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Jennifer. I appreciate it.
Thank you. I love you guys. Have a good day.
All right.
I wish I understood the rules to rugby. I still don't understand what I mean, I know you have to touch the ball down on the ground once you get into the end zone, but that's about it.
Who cares?
I have no idea.
Your number one rule is try to
decapitate.
Yes. Hobble your opponent. You want to hobble.
Yeah.
They take some hits in that game.
Dude.
No pads.
That wouldn't be a sport for me. I'd get hit one time.
I played it. I played
Medic!
3 seasons.
Medic, you did?
Yeah.
Wow.
A fly half. I got my ass kicked.
Fly
Literally. I'm
I'm
done, man.
Wow.
I watched the guy get kicked right here in the teeth and the mouth under his lip to where his cut from here to here all the way through. It's like he had a second mouth under his mouth.
Oh, no.
And when he talked, this part would open. But he finally got it to quit bleeding. So he just played and kind of had a flapping lip. And then afterwards went out for a drink with a flappy lip before he went to the hospital to get sewed up with a mouth and then another mouth.
That's tougher than a hockey player.
Yeah, that's hardcore, dude.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that is hardcore.
Whew. Here's Christian. Christian, go ahead.
Yeah, hey Shannon.
Hey.
I can't imagine that rugby team is making any money for the university.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not going to see. They would have given them a simple, nothing slap on the wrist. I mean, who's going to see that their penalty wasn't good enough? If they just said, "Well, you're suspended we'll sit out the first game." If they're making money, that's what they would have done. You're not going to see a football team of a major university.
Yeah, I'm sure they're not. I'm sure they're not building. I'm sure they're not building a massive new stadium, a pitch for the Mary Washington University rugby team with they can house 80,000 people. Right. Good point. Thank you.
They're making no money, and they've probably been trying to get rid of them forever.
If they sold beer on that campus, they'd make some money from a rugby game.
How are we going to cut the rugby
Thanks,
team?
Christian. Yeah, really. That is my big 101, by the way. I'll just tell you that right now. I'm parched.
I am too.
The big 101. Brian Gardell in the studio with us.
What's up?
I'm trying to close out my big 101.
Shannon's big one at one.
How do we got to play it? Listen, if we don't play it, the boss will go, "Hey, how come you didn't play the closer? What's going on?"
It's over. That's it.
The audience does not identify with the bit unless they hear the closer on repetition.
How are they going to know the bit is over?
How are they going to pick up those? All right. A couple of calls on the rugby game here. Here's Chris. Chris, go ahead.
Hey, is Shannon there?
Yes, he's here. Go ahead.
Hey, Shannon, you're a fly half?
I was, yeah.
Yeah. Well, tell me about your experience at rugby party.
At a rugby party? How were my experiences at it was just a lot of the same pub, the same drinks.
Would you guys go like shoulder to shoulder and swing back and forth and drink?
Yeah.
Clang your beers together?
Yeah, we'd sing, old Irish fight songs. And, here's Mike. Mike, go ahead.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Hey, man.
All right, first off, the girl Jennifer is about to go on naked if you score your first try. If you score your first try in your history of the sport, you're on naked. That's for guys and for girls. All right, and then also, if you are playing for another team that's not your team, it's called whoring on. So the word whore in rugby is not a bad word.
Right.
Like if I go to play for your team and I'm not on your team, you need an extra player. They say, okay, we need to whore on for us, and that's called playing for another team. It's called whoring on.
Like I didn't know that. You could probably wiggle your way out of it that way. Good point.
Yeah. I mean, you play rugby. I was a winger myself in Nebraska, and I came down here, and it's a different sport down here.
It is weird.
Back in Nebraska, man, it's brutal, but girls and guys are playing different leagues, different games. But if you score your first try in your history of the sport, it's called Zulu Warrior.
Yeah, Zulu.
You run on the field naked, guys or girls.
Strip down and go.
So there's a female rugby
Oh
team
my
out there?
God, yeah.
And what time are they practicing?
Mike, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, female rugby. Yeah, that's a big deal. Those some hard hitting broads in the rugby department.
You know who hits hard, surprisingly, is the girls in the lingerie football league. I've watched some of the highlights from time to time, just as I'm doing show
they
prep.
really hit hard.
They actually do. I mean, it looks hard because they're hitting another girl that's probably about 105 pounds, but sometimes they deplete them, man. They put them all at the pancake.
And they're wearing shoulder pads, right?
Yeah,
shoulder
they do got the shoulder
Can you see are they wearing like a bra?
Yeah,
Can you
it's
see
like a sports bra.
That's
and a pair of panties?
Yeah, they're like boy shorts.
Oh man!
And then there's one video where a girl tackles this other chick, and then she twerks right on top of her face. Boom, 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 boom. Do a little butt twerk.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, I think Disney's making a movie about
if
that.
you want it.
You say what?
Disney's making a movie about that. It's going to be awesome. Family event this summer.
800-771-1025. I'll take a break here. When we return, some life-changing news for Brian Gardell. That's not really life-changing, though, is it?
No,
it is big news, though.
Nothing in my life's
I want to hear
so weird. It's just like,
just
like another day, actually.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. We'll talk about it after this. Stick around.
The Shannon Burke Show. The show.
Whatever, fine. I'm not gonna have fun this week. I'm not gonna drink.
Did I say don't do it?
Drugs. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just going to go to the concert and be a
I think you should get coked up and do your Falcon report.
Yes.
And do
Oh, on
turn
stage.
it into watch how my Falcon gets my drugs for me and brings it back here.
Oh, you could do a bump off his talon.
Yep.
That'd be perfect.
I have trained this Falcon to do all sorts of awesome things for me. Watch this. And you doing drugs.
I don't do cocaine.
What are you, Pablo Escobar?
The The Mike Calta Show. Weekday mornings from 6 to 10 on 102.5 The Bone. Real Raw Radio.
When I went hiking with my cousins, we should have known to bring a map and to stay together. We did not. Now we know. Just like I should have known that Geico has a 97% customer satisfaction rating. No wonder they're the #1 auto insurer in the Tampa area. In fact, they're the largest in Florida. We should all know these things. Now I know. And now you know. But the whereabouts of Cousin Jimmy are still unknown.
Geico. Thank you, Tampa area, for making us #1.
Geico has been around for over 75 years. Now that you know this, let me put even more icing on that cake. Geico could save you money on motorcycle, RV, and boat coverage. That's in addition to car insurance. Not to mention, the Geico Insurance Agency could help you save money on renter's coverage. That's some heavy icing if you ask me. But you didn't. I just really thought you should know. And now you do. And now I want cake.
Geico. To get a free rate quote, go to geico.com. Then buy online, over the phone, or at your local office.
Mike Calta here for Dr. Bassin and TampaHairMD.com. If you got up this morning and ran your fingers through your hair and you realize you're losing more and more hair, now is the time to get into Dr. Bassin's office. Go to TampaHairMD.com and see all about the NeoGraft technology, a painless, scarless procedure in which they take your own hair and create new growing hair. Dr. Bassin's team at HairMD continues their commitment to provide natural-looking hair restoration with the safest, most effective technologies available. And now they have the ARTIST robotic hair restoration. All this amazing technology under one roof. There is no other clinic anywhere in the state of Florida that offers both technologies. Hair restoration isn't a one-size-fits-all, and Dr. Bassin's team will match your goals, lifestyle, hairline, and hair type to the technology that's right for you. Go to TampaHairMD.com right now and set up a free consultation. And if you decide to get the procedure, mention the Mike Calta Show, and they'll give you $1,000 off. Go to TampaHairMD.com and get on your way to a new, thicker head of hair. Tell them Mike Calta sent you.
At Bill Curry Ford, we've gone mad all month long with huge markdowns on every vehicle. Dipsy do Dunkaroo. And watch the shot clock, because after you agree to the price, we'll have you out the door within an hour or your first month's payment is free. Click BillCurryFord.com for details.
Can't get enough of Drew Garabo Live? Listen anytime, anywhere with the push of a button. Download the free 102.5 The Bone app and listen to the Drew Garabo Live full show replay. Brought to you by Continental Wholesale Diamonds.
Train Endurance engineers stop at nothing to push our products to the brink. They put our heating and cooling units up against everything, from flamethrowers.
Safety control. Better move that tanker truck.
To ultra-high pressure fire hoses.
It's like 10 years of power washing all at once.
Point is, they've devised countless ways to push train systems to the limit. Even catapults. Yes, catapults.
Introducing an offer too unstoppable to hide. Now through May 31st, when you buy a complete train system from ACJ Heating and Air Conditioning, you'll not only get unstoppable comfort all year long, but you'll also get special financing until January 2020, or a trade-in allowance of up to $1,150, subject to credit approval. Call ACJ Heating and Air Conditioning at 888-719-3914. That's ACJ Heating and Air Conditioning at 888-719-3914 for complete program eligibility, dates, details, and restrictions. License number CAC 058299.
It's hard to stop a train. Really hard.
We turn your broken glass into cold hard cash. Auto Glass America.
That's right, Tampa Bay. If you have a cracked windshield and full coverage insurance, they can install a new one for free and buy back your old one for up to $100 cash on the spot. Call 813-96-GLASS. That's 813-96-GLASS.
813-96-GLASS. We turn your broken glass into cold hard cash. Auto Glass America.
It's the One for Everyone sales event going on now at Sun Toyota. Shop over 36 acres of new and used cars. No money down, no payments for 90 days, and no $9.95 dealer fees. Online 24/7 at suntoyota.com.
Here at Champions Barbecue, we're not only famous for our award-winning St. Louis-style ribs, slow smoked over hickory wood, we also have folks coming from miles away for our beef brisket that's smoked over 12 hours to lock in a robust flavor. So good, we serve it naked, but we do offer 5 extraordinary sauces if that's how you like your brisket. So when you're hungry for savory smoked brisket, head to the undisputed champion of briskets, Champions Barbecue, 4th Street and 44th Avenue in St. Pete. Y'all come hungry now.
I'm attorney Armando Edmiston. Have you been arrested,
Injured in a car accident or a motorcycle accident? Call me, Attorney Armando Edmiston, today for a free consultation at 813-482-0355. Offices, Tampa.
Right now on the 102.5 The Bone app.
Check out the Bone featured cut of the day. It's on the app right now. Homeless people, when they're collecting money, what are they doing with it? Where do they go? Are they scamming you? We have the world's most honest homeless guy who's operating a campground and feeding raccoons and crocodiles. You'll want to hear all about it. It's on the Bone featured cut of the day right now.
If you missed it, or just be like having your mind blown again, download the 102.5 The Bone app. Click on the Mike Calta Show button.
10 seconds.
Blah, 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 gun, blah, 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 dog, blah, 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 wife, blah, blah, prison. Okay? Everyone got that out of their system? It's the Shannon Burke Show.
Welcome back to the Shannon Burke Show, 102.5 The Bone. Closer to the 2 o'clock hour, we'll do some Need Gone. And we'll also keep up with the Illuminati. Enoch will tell us about, and actually we'll play some audio of each celebrity as they claim they and I guess admit or confess to actually selling their souls to the devil in order to be who they are as celebrities. Your brother didn't do that, did he?
No, hell no. Yeah. I did. I didn't get any. I was robbed. They were just kidding when they did it to me.
Let me take one rugby call and then we'll go to or two, and then we'll go to. I'm going to find out how it all went down today with you.
Sweet.
Craig, you're on the Shannon Burke Show. Go ahead.
Yeah, hi, Shannon.
Hey, man.
I'm just really confused about this Boston University issue because the Boston University women's
It's not the Boston University. Mary Washington University.
Oh, Mary, I'm sorry. Oh, in any case, I'm sure they have a women's rugby club there also, and they ought to listen to some of the women the way they party and drink up afterwards.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
It's insane. Thanks, man.
I mean, they want to have a good time and let them enjoy themselves. They're not hurting a damn soul.
Yeah, they're right. They didn't hurt anything but somebody's feelings. They were offended.
Yeah. Well, hey, everybody gets offended every day. They got to learn to live with it.
All right.
Shake it off.
I played first. I was a fly or a scrum half, back and forth. You don't really have much of a choice when you start playing. And then I got started getting big. So I was in my early mid-20s.
That's how late you were playing?
Yeah, and then
I thought it was younger.
No, I played in the men's league. So I started, put on weight and work out. Then I played in the forwards. I played,
Yeah, I don't know nothing about that sport.
Prop and
literally nothing.
It's confusing.
Is there a goalie?
No.
Is there a point?
No. You get your big guys are up in the forwards, like a prop or a hooker, and then your faster,
Shannon,
lighter.
You just said hooker.
That's right. I'm offended. Or you're lighter. You'd play in the backfield. You'd probably be a winger.
Who's the guy that gets popped up into the air to get the ball from the side, like the throw in?
That would probably be a flanker. Yeah, that's what you want to do.
Oh, I just figured that would be cool.
Let's find out. Let's find out about Brian's day today.
What's up, guys?
You tell me what's up, buddy.
Well, we first didn't think you were coming in.
Yeah, no. At first, I got the call and I told him I was working, but then I decided to quit.
You quit
today.
your job?
Yeah, I'd had enough.
Like what part through the day? I mean, are you working? You go, screw this job.
Yeah, basically that's about what it was. It was like, I think I'm done doing this right now, and called it quits.
Really?
Yeah, and I'd like to say, not too much of where I was working. Maybe I'd mentioned that last time, but anyway. But
it's a good place. I like it.
It's a very good place, and to be fair, to be the I guess a man about it, there were personalities there that I became friends with, people who I like, and I get people got to struggle and do what you got to do in order to do whatever your job is. You got to make money. You got to do what you got to do. So I'm grateful for that opportunity.
Sure.
But that being said, I could no longer take. Do you know where the strawberries are? The big red things right behind you? Yeah, they're right there.
I guess I do it because you are, no matter what you do in that position, in that job, you are in a.
It's the worst job for anybody.
You're in a customer service type of position, right?
Yeah, basically. And not only that, anything that you have the questions that you get, like, this package is way too big. It's just me at home. I'm like, you're going to be alive for another 20 minutes. You're worried about how many green beans are going to be in the fridge.
But you've never actually.
No, but that's the stuff that goes on inside my head. And for someone like me to have done that in that job, I could have probably wrote a sitcom, probably could have wrote hours of comedy material.
That'd be a great sitcom.
Oh, dude, it's just unbelievable. Unbelievable.
So you just reached your level. You couldn't stand being in that position.
Yeah, it would have had a different ending if I stayed any longer.
Jobs like that where you come in contact with your customers every day can be very taxing, you know. Retail business, the food and beverage business.
It's nonstop.
I always said when I was in the bar business, you know, run ragged on a busy night or whatever, how great that business would be if it weren't for all the effing people.
Exactly.
You know?
If I didn't have to talk to anybody, I'd be really, really good at this job.
So that's what it was, really.
Oh yeah, I
come in there. Some guys got your ear, and you're obviously trying to work, and he's got his arms crossed, clearly not doing anything, especially not shopping.
Right.
But he's just yakking you to death.
Yep.
Yakety.
The story, I care about their doctor's appointment that's at 2:30, or they got to pick up their daughter at 5 o'clock, and I just want to scream, I don't care. I really don't care. Move on.
So
get
now,
your strawberries and get out.
Does the wifey know about
that?
No,
she does not. That is part 2 of this script. We have not gotten into that.
So wait,
yet.
did this happen in the middle of the shift? Where you
I
just
started at 7, made the mistake of talking to Rick via texting, and then got my normal delusional whatever. I think I'm done because I want to go do the radio. I think I'm going to quit. And that.
Oh no!
Yeah. So you guys,
you're responsible for that, Rick.
So
don't put that on me.
I'm forwarding
my
wife's questions this evening to you two.
Oh no!
Yeah. You know what, honey? Shannon wants to talk to you.
Yeah,
Shannon wants to talk.
I'll put him on.
Rick.
My phone's gonna ring. Hey, she's Brian. Hold on. I'll put my wife on. Hold on.
Listen.
I don't know your wife.
And by the way, she's 94.
Yeah.
Shannon loves group. He loves group text messages.
Do not get me on a group text.
Oh yeah.
Do not.
Yeah, don't worry. I don't even know how to do it.
So how do you expect this conversation to go? I mean,
well, I've been married to her for 17 years, so I don't think it's really going to shock her. Like, I don't think it's going to be, what did you do? You know, it's more of a, what do we do?
Right. Yeah.
How long
go,
buddy?
That's all good. Yeah. How long did you work there?
18 months, man.
So almost, not quite a year and a half, almost.
That is a year and a half. 18
yeah.
So yeah.
So what you're saying is
yep.
almost a year and a half.
Yes. Yeah. It's like half of a half. Yeah, basically.
So how did they take it? Did you just go in and go listen? Shift mounted. You got what? Who do you talk to, or you just walk out?
Yeah. Well, I talked. No, I didn't walk out. Yeah. I gave a 5-minute notice, but I didn't walk out. But no, I talked to them. They kind of knew that it was inevitable. They just didn't really know when. I didn't know when. Like I woke up this morning and didn't think I'd be unemployed by 2 o'clock.
Right.
I could promise you
the
that.
last thing you thought.
That's the truth. That's a fact.
That's happened to me before.
Yeah, it's happened to me all the time. I think it's happened to 98% of the people in the state. It's happened.
Oh yeah.
So, but
I like it when you get out of the shower, like do.
Yeah, life is
going
good.
Ring. Hello. What? Don't come.
Yeah, don't come in.
My last check. What?
Yep. Yep. Exactly.
So did you have like any vacation time or personal time?
No, I didn't. No, because I didn't get the full time until January of this year. So yeah, this is people are going to think I'm lying, but I don't really care. My insurance would have kicked in probably like 2 weeks from now.
Oh no!
Which is but that's great. You got to take chances. What are you gonna do? You know what I mean?
You
Come on,
take some chances.
So so that part's hysterical. I'm gonna leave that out with the wife tonight, though. I'm not gonna talk.
Don't. Yeah. You think she'll bring it up?
She might. In fact, she may have the form for me to sign for it to enroll in the program. Wouldn't that be great? I'll go home and tell her that I quit. I'm no longer working. I'm unemployed, and here's the insurance packet that came in the mail for the benefits.
Wow.
Yeah, that'd be great. I might not give that to her. I might hang on.
Yeah, you might want to space that out.
Yeah. Maybe give that to her Friday.
Listen,
look how this is funny. Isn't this funny, honey?
We're gonna laugh about this.
Oh God, I'm so glad you're married to me.
I've only had the satisfaction of quitting a job that I really wanted to quit, a couple of times in my life. And it is now I feel like I can do it anytime,
Yeah, I could have done it.
I can do it today. I used to be fearful of that. Don't quit your job. Don't quit it, no matter how crappy it is. And then I did it one day, and it was the best feeling I ever had. And I'm like, I couldn't wait to quit another job.
Yeah, well, like I said, I think that'll set in tonight. But you know what I mean? I could have done it different. I wanted to get on the PA system and just do all kinds of, have the police show up. Yeah. Tell everybody that it looked like the set of Cocoon was there shopping today. I mean, just wow. What happened to Moses? Was he a good man?
I was going to say some nice things about that place this morning. I went there this morning and I was looking for something to eat for like breakfast and lunch, kind of low carb deal I'm doing.
Right.
And I'm walking through. I thought you guys predid salads, but you don't. Yeah, but I was tempted to get a sandwich.
Actually, they're in the deli case, Shannon.
Are they really?
They are.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah.
I thought you were done answering questions about
no, I can't let it go. And another thing I swear to God, I know everything in the store is easy. Oh, help me, God. Yeah, I'm going to break in there tonight and stock the shelves for everybody.
Then I went to the rotisserie fried chicken area, which you guys do so well. And they don't do it well anymore.
No, me.
Oh, you don't do it well. That's right. You used to do well.
They used to do.
Yeah.
And I found some chicken wings without breading on them that it must have just come out of the fryer. I'm not kidding you. When I bit into one in the car on the way because I couldn't stand it to get into it, I'm eating, and I got my brand new clean car by DetailDaddy.com.
Plug.
And I grab a drumstick and I go, and I bite in it. I go, and it squirts.
Oh,
it squirts like
on the
juice.
dashboard.
Oh, yeah, dashboard, speedometer, steering wheel. It just squirted right out.
You're
there.
exhaling steam, but it's still so hot.
I didn't even stop to wipe it up. And then I rolled down my window and threw the bone out.
Yeah, it'll be dried in this Florida humidity. It'll just be a chunk of buffalo sauce sticking right on the dashboard.
I'll have to get it with a scraper.
Nice.
So you felt good quitting this job?
Well, yeah, like I said, man, I have no ill feelings, nothing bad at all.
Are you worried? You sound like you're okay.
I'm completely insane. But I'm good. You got to do what you got to do.
You got to do what you got to do.
Do what you got to do.
Will you call your brother and tell him you quit?
Yeah, maybe later.
Maybe later?
Yeah, that might be later. That might be later.
Before or after?
Yeah, how things going? Oh, it's great. So what do you got lined up for the next 4 months?
800-771-1025. If you want to get involved in the program, Brian is in the studio and you're gonna play Need Gone with us?
Oh, no doubt.
Brian
I'm
Gardell.
horrible at it.
Get in line now, 800-771-1025. Need Gone. He's up next.
The Shannon Burke Show.
Verizon for a while, and I built up a bunch of vacation time that I didn't take and personal time off. And their policy is you either use it or you lose it. So I talked to my manager. I'm like, hey, listen, I'm going to quit at the end of December. I said, what am I supposed to do with all this vacation time? He was a cool guy. He's like, well, he goes, why don't you just give me your last date that you're going to be here and then put in for your vacation time. So I had a whole month off.
Oh, damn.
I had a whole month off.
Tell you no.
And they couldn't tell me no. Because if I didn't use it, I was going to lose it. I told him, I was like, well, so let's forget the conversation about me putting my 2 weeks in. Let me take my 2 weeks vacation, and then I'll come back and put my 2 weeks notice.
Oh, that was cool.
Yeah, and then I had personal time off that I never actually took, so just added on to my paycheck.
Right.
It was great.
Yeah, dude, if I would have taken a vacation, I'm going to Atlanta next weekend for a volleyball tournament again. And if I would have taken the vacation time, I would have, because I was probably going to quit later in the week, I would have had to pay Publix.
Shannon Burke.
Because I haven't acquired the hours yet, so I would have taken this vacation.
What
would it
cost you?
I would have to pay them. Wow. Dude, I got to use the bathroom again. I got like an 80-year-old bladder.
Say it again?
Dude, who runs out of breath going up the elevator?
In bad shape. It's
Square
that
one
I did.
or triangle.
Well, I admire you. Takes a lot of balls to quit your job.
What's your name?
Yep.
Well, maybe not.
You're close.
Shannon Burke, who's this? Say your name again? You want to play these on? I don't know.
Today, you start sending more money to your family while spending less. Because the our money transfer powered by Via won't be moved. the low-cost way to send up to $900 for pickup at any Walmart store. So check out Walmart to Walmart today. Want to say goodbye to the wireless carrier, but you can't. Either they trapped you in a long-term contract, or they've got you locked up paying off a phone. Sounds like a bad carrier relationship to us. T-Mobile said
about the aircraft as such, in case it is relevant for you or
Shannon Burke
you
shows
like to
this.
know.
Jason, you want to play me guard? All right, man, hold on.
Just remember, it's not you. It's them. It's definitely them. Why wait? Ditch your carrier and their switching fees. Switch to the uncarrier today. Pay off trade credit using the purchase qualifying credit service required. May take up to 8 weeks. See a T-Mobile store for offer details. Promotion card issue right now. Your FDIC card expires. March 29th, 7:30 p.m. The Strat Center.
Police say an 84-year-old man pepper sprayed a security guard during a dispute at a retirement community bingo game in Florida. The old guy said he was fed up. He said he told the security guard he had it up to here. That was just his pants. Okay, that would be counted.
The Strat Center are on sale now. Call 813-229-7827.
Did we get the stickers in?
No. Need a fucking call up, God. Damn it. But that's a good fucking question.
I got it on my list with t-shirts for later.
It's supposed to be, yeah.
If anybody needs a beer, it's you, Brian.
No.
Not that.
I'm a non-alcoholic.
Huh?
I'm a what is this? I don't drink.
There's probably some water in there.
Yeah, there's a dry water out there.
Have you so?
Or there might be, there might be a tea.
Diet iced tea. Can I have that?
Yeah. I do. Is that all right? You have a diet iced tea?
Oh, is it yours?
No, I brought for everybody. We were talking about the
Our
Walmart
drinks are your drinks, buddy.
Yeah, man.
You guys are so fucking stupid.
If you want a blood
Would you
sugar
get a discount there working at
No, they don't give you shit, dude.
You get a discount like 5% off your groceries?
Yours is this. I could be nasty and just polish this off.
That's not me.
No. That was mine, but I poured it into a cup.
I don't
You can
care
drink all you
if
want.
you didn't. We're not.
But I might not have any bubbles left in it. I do. I maybe that. I do close mine. I hate. That's one thing that pees me off. My fucking kids. They'll buy them 2 liters of drink. They'll fucking pour themselves one big drink. It's kind of loose.
Oh yeah.
Are you getting married?
And then it's dead.
I got proposed to my girl. Yeah.
Nice. No, I just saw it on his. I just followed him. I didn't know who the hell Rick J was at first.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, I didn't know that. And then I saw the picture.
I have a long, weird Polish last name.
Yeah, what?
So I have a long Polish last name.
So you just got a J?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Her sister-in-law is trying to push up this engagement party.
When is it?
Or whatever. I have no idea. I'm out of the loop.
You're open. Oh, they're
He's gonna be drug around at this point.
Yeah, you're on the team now.
You just show up whenever they tell you.
She told me there's she wants to get married in a church, so there's like some classes you have to do. I was like, so how much do we have to pay to not do these classes, like the marriage classes or whatever?
You have to do it. In this state, you have to do it.
Oh my God, it's.
I actually got married down here.
I would like to just rent the fucking church, rent the priest, and not do that shit.
97 rock up my butt. Everything must go.
Enabled people sexual favors. By the way, hey, your hand angel is here. Oh, good. Send her right in. It's actually a guy named Dave.
Oh no!
Hey, man.
No! Stop ruining. You're my hand devil.
Hey, Mike, I can see you.
No!
Come on, Mike. Get your pants off.
No!
The most recognized name in competitive cannonballing in the Southeast. Men's under 50 anyway. It's the Shannon Burke Show.
Welcome back to the Shannon Burke Show. 102.5 The Bone. 800-771-1025. Brian Gardell joins us in the studio, freshly from employment.
Hi, everybody. My name's Brian. I don't have a job. How are you?
Hey, by the way, coming up on April 6th, we're doing the Raise Home opener live from Tropicana Field.
Hell yeah.
Right? Game starts at 3.
Yeah, right after the show.
Noon at 3.
Nice.
So they want me to throw the ball out or no?
Oh, we're gonna have you start in left center.
Listen, let me tell you this. True story. Threw one out for a double-A team once up at Sanford. Nailed it.
Nice.
The pitcher, even
strike
the
zone too?
Yeah, from the mound.
From the rubber.
Halfway between the
Yeah,
rubber.
I don't think they
I
let you touch it,
started
yeah.
there, and then I ended up down at the bottom somewhere.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was a beautiful pitch. One of the very first of my life that ever looked so good. And I have such a bad shoulder that literally after that pitch, I had to ice my shoulder for like 3 days.
That's hysterical. From one.
One pitch.
What's Shannon's pitch count? Let's give him one.
Yeah,
Let's go with one.
Wait, burn it in at 85 miles
Get
an
him out
hour.
of there.
He's only good for one pitch.
He's done. Get him out of there.
Yeah.
85 and done.
So that's why I've settled on softball.
By the way, 85 is a good changeup in Major League Baseball.
Is it really?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's see here. Let's play Need Gone. I'm going to play for line 2. Is it Macho or Nacho?
Yeah, that's me. What's going on, man?
Which one? Macho
are you
or
macho
nacho?
like machismo or nacho like a tostadas with beans and cheese on them?
I do like those, but the name's Macho with an M.
Okay, good. All right. I just want to make sure.
Macho.
I know a guy named
Macho
Nacho.
Man.
Yeah. I'll play for you, Macho. Hold on 1 second. All right. Who do you want to play for? Brian? Who do you? Can you see those? You want me to pick one out for you?
Yeah.
How about Chandler? Chandler?
Yeah, how you doing?
Ooh, Chandler's got a good connection. You want to play live, Chandler?
I would.
All right, hold on.
Nice.
You play live, and you're gonna because your connection is great. We love good connections. This is Jeff. Jeff Brian Gardell will play for you. Okay.
Cool. Thank you.
All right. And here's Chandler. Chandler, is that your real name?
Yeah, Chandler's my real name.
Cool. All right. Sorry about that, but here we go. Let's play. Yeah, let's play some Need God.
When you've got that you or no one else wants, that's when you post it on Craigslist under Need Gone. And that's when we guess how much your 3 broken hot tubs and box of rusty wires is worth. And now, it's time for everyone's favorite game, Need Gone.
Need Doggy. All right. Let's see here. Chandler, you're playing live. Let's go ahead. First item.
First item up today on today's Need Gone is a rolling portable bar. It has the Coors Light logo on the front. Looks like kind of like the bar you would see at a hockey game in the middle of the
right, where the girls are selling beer that's iced down in the middle. They got those short shorts on and they're popping. They got the church key and their armband deal.
That's the one.
Yeah, that are $11.50.
Yeah, Coors. Yeah,
I can't afford to get drunk at these events anymore. I don't have enough money.
Let's let Chandler go first. Chandler's an old Coors Light bar beer tub.
Let's say $2.50.
$2.50.
$2.50.
Brian, what do you think?
I'm gonna go $175.
$175, and I'll go $150.
That's 300. Chandler's on the
Dang.
Nice.
All
right.
Next item up is an old Peterbilt truck.
Good
this is
Lord,
a
Peter.
Kentworth K100.
It's a piece of crap
from 1965.
It's just, it looks like it doesn't run. I'm sure it doesn't run.
No, the motor does not work, but he says in his article here, or in his posting, that he's not going to sell it to a scrapper. He wants somebody to restore this thing.
I want him to bring it back to life for me.
Oh, Skippy.
You can't just take it.
I'll go $500 on this one. Brian, what do you think?
This guy obviously has to be out of his mind anyway, so I'm going to go 1,000.
And Chandler?
We'll go 800.
800.
$600. That's Shannon's point.
Yeah, what's up, Janet? That's what. Yeah,
man, I
These
nailed
guys
it.
on the
I'm
warpath.
good. All right, next item.
Next item up is a vintage 1950s Coca-Cola machine.
Wow, that thing looks great.
And this thing works perfectly too.
No
He
kidding.
just doesn't have the space for it anymore. It needs it gone.
Chandler, it's beautiful, man. It's kind of like the old
It's
refrigerators.
shiny, bro.
Curved, rounded at the top. It's all
so pretty.
Yeah, it's a good looking deal.
Has the bottle opener on the front.
Brian, you go first.
I'm going to go 12 grand.
1,200 right there.
1,200.
Oh, there we go. Did I get a half a
You said
point?
1,200, right? You
Yes,
said
I did. I did say
That's all right,
1,200.
man.
I'm on the board.
Double points.
I'm on the board.
All right, here is the next item.
Next item up is an antique John Deere lawnmower.
An antique lawnmower. Chandler, it's old as hell. But it's the green John Deere base with a yellow motor like the John Deere colors. It's obviously a push mower.
No self-propelled on this thing.
No.
No mulching action.
You go first, Chandler.
Let's go 250.
250. Does it say it runs or anything?
He says it'll start,
Chandler,
but
I
it
don't
won't
think you've
stay
ever
running.
cut a yard in your life before. If you're going 250.
But it is an antique. He says it's an antique.
It's an antique. It'll start, but it won't stay. It won't stay running.
All right,
I got a lot of antiques.
I'll say 100. What do you
$100
think?
right there on the money.
Oh!
We got ourselves a game. Shannon is in the lead with 3. Brian, you have 2, and Chandler, you're on the board with 1.
What good is it to have where are you going to display your antique lawnmower?
Oh, if you're a big John Deere guy, you might want that as like a collector's piece.
You put it in the corner, like next to the,
in your barn.
You got a hat rack.
Yeah, take
you
the
got a
engine out,
lawnmower.
put some tulips in the middle of it, put it in the yard. Give me a break.
What's the next
Get a
item?
life, people.
Next item up is a pair of trapezoid mirrors
for a grow operation.
It could be for a grow operation. There's 2 pictures there. The second one looks kind of gnarly. Looks like they're a bowl.
Yeah, that's what a trapezoid is. There.
Oh yeah, that's the one.
You run the lights in the middle, and you put it down over your plant.
But you realize that that's a flat piece of glass, right?
No, it's not.
Are you
They're
sure?
a dish. Look at the bottom. They're concave.
God, man, I'm going to need a thesaurus to be in here with you guys. Concave, eloquent, ecclesiastic. What kind of show is this?
Ecclesiastic
Yeah, is
today.
this the Harvard Network?
Let's let Chandler go first. A pair of mirrors for your tomato plants.
$15.
15. Brian?
300.
I'm going to say $100.
115. That's Shannon's point.
Oh, I'm all on fire today. All right, what's this?
Next item up is a striping kit for a Shelby GT 350.
Now, this is going to have your limited market. You have to actually own a Shelby.
Dude, it looks
Shelby
like a scroll.
It's one of those peel and stick decal packages you
Yeah.
put on the side of a Shelby GT 350. I guess you'd probably put it on a Mustang now if you wanted to think you're badass. I don't know.
Yeah.
Check me out. I have decals.
What's up, man?
I'll go.
Got a problem?
I'll go first. It's for each. What is it? How many are there?
Well, it's only one stripe, and this one will run the length of the rocker panel. And it is red.
You need 2. You need one for the left and one for the right side. Of the
That's
car.
what you would need.
Not
But
on
this
this
guy's
car.
only selling 1.
Not on this
He's got
car.
3. He's got 2 out there that I see.
Okay, I thought that was one piece. So there's
Let's do
there's
different.
3.
There's one for the door, one for the left door, one for the right door.
Then there's a pair. Yeah.
I'm going to say $100.
Really?
Chandler,
150.
150. Brian,
50 bucks.
60. That's Brian's.
Yeah, what's up?
Brian said Bach, not a buck.
Yeah, well, Brian's got speech
Bach is a
impediments.
different, totally different.
Bach.
denomination of money. All right, next item.
There are 4 items left on today's Need Gone. Next item up is a sauna belt.
A sauna belt.
This
What
is
the
a
hell?
belt you would wear, and it creates heat around your midsection to burn some calories.
This is a load of crap. This is like that electroshockinator that you put on your abs, and it just
Don't laugh. I thought about getting that.
It doesn't work.
Dude, what kind of people
Do
are
the
sitting
research.
at home at night and they go, "Oh, maybe I should get that. What's the number?"
Big fat people with
Really?
big bellies. I'll put that thing on, turn it on high for
I'm
like 3
fat
weeks.
with a belly. I wouldn't buy it.
I'll be like Brad Pitt in 2 months.
So
Exactly.
this operates under the assumption that if your belly is warm, then it'll melt away the fat.
Yeah,
right?
kind of like you ever seen the wrestlers that put on the sauna suit to try to lose some weight before a match?
Right.
This is kind of like the same thing, but a belt form.
And they plug it in.
joggers with the trash bags on.
And this one
They're idiots.
plugs right into your wall. Let's
Oh,
let
yeah.
Chandler go first. Chandler, the Velform sauna belt.
Melt the fat away.
Let's go $20.
$20.
Yeah, that-
20 bucks.
That's got to be safe.
What do you think, Brian?
I'm gonna go 22.
22. I'm gonna say $45.
The only one's $7. That's
Seven.
Chandler's
Yeah,
point.
Chandler,
Proof-
nice. I was gonna
proof.
say that's
All
safe.
right.
That it
That's
doesn't
safe.
work worth the crap.
Yeah, probably.
Next up is a rather large humidor.
Yeah, this is a custom humidor.
Ooh, that's a nice one. You you'd have to have $2,000 worth of cigars
Yeah,
to
a
fill
couple
it.
of boxes in there.
Yeah. This is definitely for retail. It's a 2-door big humidor for like a retail display, Chandler. Is that all we know about it?
That's all we know.
Is it oak?
Oh.
Looks like glass and perhaps if the inside is cedar, the outside is mahogany. I'll say this is $1,500. Brian,
1,700.
Chandler,
900.
600. Chandler's on his way
wow,
back up.
that's a bargain.
All right.
That's a nice price.
Chandler is now tied with Brian for second place, and we have 2 items left on today's Need
What do
Gone.
we got here? A box of grinder wheels.
We have 86 different 7-inch grinding wheels.
86 different grinding wheels.
86.
Yeah, basically, I just picked them up all over the place, put them in a box. I'm selling them for you. You can have
I
them.
got different types of grating.
It's your basic grinder wheel.
I thought you had one. There are 86 different
They're all the same wheel, but there's 86 of them.
Oh, okay. I thought you did like 86 different grit rates or
No,
something.
no. It's 86 wheels.
Man, that's a lot of grinding right here.
16th of an eighth grounding.
If you ground for a living, this will probably keep you in grinders for a year or more. I'll say $43. Brian.
$56.
$56. Chandler.
Go 50.
Man, Brian, you were one off. 55 is what he's looking for here.
Oh, no.
Could have taken the lead. It all comes down to this. Brian and Shannon are tied. Chandler, you can also win if you hit this right on the money. Last item up today.
And who would be able to
We
hit
all
this one?
tie. We're having a knife fight.
This should be the most simple one to hit on the money all day.
This is 23 gutters.
23 downspouts for for roof gutters. They come in brown, taupe, and white. How many?
23 of them.
23. Chandler.
Oh, why? Do you know the price on that? Are you
I'm
going to
trying
do the
to do it in my
math?
head right now. 23. I recently did
Now,
some.
how big are those?
I recently did
Rick?
some guttering work.
How long are those?
Are those your 8-footers or what do you got? 10s?
I'm gonna say 8-footers. Yeah.
I'll say $46. Chandler.
55.
75.
$200.
Oh,
That's Brian's point,
up?
making Brian Gardell our winner.
Listen,
Woo-hoo.
I can beat this guy's price on downspouts. I'll tell you.
I know a guy.
I have some in my backyard. I bought
guy.
too much of it. Chandler, you're a winner as well. So hold on 1 second. As are our other two players. I don't have them up there.
Macho and Jeff.
Macho. I gotta forget Macho. Hold on. Thanks, Chandler. All right. 800-771-1025. When I return, there's a couple of things I wanted to get to before we get to Enoch. One is the Cleveland Cavalier guard Dion Waiters.
Yeah, I looked that guy up. I still don't know who he is. I'm not a big basketball guy, but
He skips the national anthem because of his religion. He is a Muslim, and he stays in the locker room and doesn't even come out. And people are like, and people have been fined like for that in the NBA before,
right?
And even if you're how is that against your religion as a Muslim not to pledge? I mean, you're an American Muslim, right? Or a Muslim American, whichever you want to say. The guy's, a citizen of the United States of America, isn't he? He just doesn't. It's against his religion.
Who was his agent that got him that gig? Do you think they may have talked the job over?
Right.
Yeah, we need you to sing the anthem.
Well, he's not singing. He's just standing with his team.
Oh.
He won't even stand with his team.
Yeah,
and stand out there,
Yeah, well, he misses the starting lineups too. You know how they call like the
right. He misses all of that.
Yeah,
because,
he stays back there for everything.
I don't know, but I may be wrong, but I'm trying to think of a Muslim nation with a professional basketball league.
The Shannon Burke Show. Share and help pick topics by voting on what you want to hear about. Download the Bone app today, powered by 1-800-411-PAIN, a medical and lawyer referral service.
Hey, welcome to Nissan Now.
Nissan Now?
As in now's the time, with great deals on our most exciting lineup ever, all here now. And they're going fast.
How fast?
Altima has up to 270 horsepower. So gone in a flash.
And Rogue?
Faster. Its available around view monitor moves it that much quicker.
What about Sentra?
Come on, with available Bluetooth, it's tough to get your hands on one. Like I said, now's the time at Nissan Now.
Now I get it.
At Nissan Now, for a limited time, choose the versatile and innovative 2015 Nissan Rogue. Lease today for just $219 per month. Shop your local Nissan store and choose Nissan.com. Hurry, offers end March 31st. Nissan, innovation that excites. For well-qualified lessees with approved credit, $24.99 initial payment on Rogue for 36 months. Excludes taxes, title, and license. Must finance through NMAC. Take delivery from new dealer stock. ABM is a parking aid. May not detect every object. See owner's manual for details. Bluetooth requires a compatible cellular phone. Call 1-888-858-8319 for details.
Mike Calda here for Clearwater Toyota, the clear choice for great deals on 2015 Toyotas. Plus, they are the home of True Price, no hassle, no haggle. Just the price you want, already posted right there on the car, and makes your buying process so easy. And they have an incredible selection of pre-owned vehicles. If you're looking for a pre-owned vehicle, go down there and make a great deal. Get it because they want to move them off their lot to make room for the new stuff. Stop by and see them. They're an award-winning service department out there, and they have hours to fit your needs. From as little as an oil change to a transmission, they do it all. See Todd, he's general manager, and he always takes care of Mike out, the show listeners. So go by and see him on US 19 in Drew Street. It is Clearwater Toyota, a Sonic Automotive dealership. Get in there and check him out and tell him that the Mike Calta show sent you.
Wow, Choo Choo Lawn Equipment in Plant City and Husqvarna are blowing out everything at the Customer Appreciation Sale this Thursday through Saturday. Commercial Husqvarna mowers start at $109 per month with 0 down, and you get a free line trimmer with the purchase of any commercial mower. Plus, get a 10% discount on all parts and equipment for the rest of the year, and free oil changes for the life of the mower, non-transferable. Everything is on sale at the Choo Choo Lawn Equipment and Husqvarna Commercial Appreciation Sale this Thursday through Saturday. Choo Choo Lawn Equipment, Cindy Road in Plant City.
Sunday mornings at 9. Wake up to Kerry Kasem and Alex Michaels with the New American Funding Radio Show on 102.5 The Bone. Alex Michaels and Kerry Kasem bring you up-to-the-minute information on current loan programs with advice on what you need to know looking ahead. Have you noticed how low mortgage rates are? Call New American Funding today, 800-827-RATE. And don't miss the New American Funding Radio Show every Sunday morning at 9 on 102.5 The Bone. NMLS number 6606, Equal Housing Lender.
Attention Honda and Acura drivers, you may be at risk. There's a national safety improvement campaign and recall underway to repair airbag inflators at no cost to you in certain 2001 to 2011 Honda vehicles and 2002 to 2006 Acura vehicles. Please check your vehicle's recall status by going to recalls.honda.com or recalls.acura.com. At Honda, we care about your safety. So if you or anyone else you know could be driving an affected vehicle, please take action immediately.
This weekend on The Bone. Hi, this is Steve Hurley from You Ought to Know. Every Saturday morning at 10, we're pulling back the curtain and letting you know how dealers really operate.
You Ought to Know. Saturday mornings from 10 to noon on 102.5 The Bone.
Target is now hiring multiple team members for the Sarasota, Florida store. You can expect a lot from working at Target, including an inclusive and enthusiastic team, a company focused on community, a brand that puts guests first, and the fun and flexibility of a job that works for you. As a Target team member, you will receive competitive pay as well as a Target merchandise discount. Apply online at target.com/careers. Target is an equal opportunity employer and a drug-free workplace. Join our team. Expect the best at Target.
I know a bunch of stuff. Did you know glavophobia means fear of balloons?
1 minute to you.
I knew that. Did you know tomatoes are fruit? I knew that too. But guess what I didn't know? Synthetic motor oil, like Mobile Super Synthetic, is recommended for 10 of the top 20 new cars in America. It's proven to help extend the life of your car's engine. And I can't believe I didn't know that. So pick up some Mobile Super Synthetic, now at AutoZone for $3.99. Certain restrictions apply. See store for details.
A Seattle man went to bed with nearly 300 grand in the bank. By morning, it was gone because of some identity thief. Imagine if a thief stole your life savings. No one can stop all identity theft, so here's what you do. Get LifeLock Ultimate Plus. LifeLock Ultimate Plus is the most comprehensive identity theft protection available. So if some thief goes after your life savings, LifeLock's on it before the damage is done. Visit LifeLock.com now and enter.
It's credibility with a capital K. Now, trying his hardest not to say the F word. It's the Shannon Burke Show.
Welcome back to the Shannon Burke Show, 102.5 The Bone. In a little bit, we'll get with, who do we have? Keep it up with the Illuminati in about 15 minutes.
He's currently outrunning the Illuminati right now. He needs until 225.
He's got audio proof, he claims, of various celebrities who admit publicly and openly with their own voices, on camera and on audio, that they did indeed sell themselves, their souls, to the devil to get where they are.
Nice.
And he thinks I think it's more of an expression than anything else. Yeah. It just means you suffered or whatever. But I don't know that literally the devil comes to you with some money.
Right.
I said,
Here you go.
Or whatever.
Here's the briefcase.
Because I quite possibly might just do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's the harm?
I might do it when I get home.
So you may have to.
Yeah, I might need to. I might need some backup.
Well, you're gonna be at home.
Honey, don't worry. I sold my soul to the devil. Money's on the way.
I've got it covered, honey.
Yeah, we're good.
That's coming up in a bit. Let's get to a couple. We're talking about waiters, right? And he plays for, what does he play for now? Oklahoma City, I think?
I think it's Cleveland, right?
Cleveland.
Yeah.
Now, someone said he played for, Winter said he played for Oklahoma City now.
Oh, he may have gotten traded. I don't know. I thought the story said Cleveland.
Yeah. Well, here is Scott. Scott, how are you?
Well, how are you?
Good. What's happening, man?
So I heard you mention something about a Muslim country that has a professional basketball league.
Yeah, Turkey is a good basketball. Istanbul. Yeah,
Sorry,
Turkey.
what's that?
Yeah. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Go ahead.
Oh, no worries. I was just saying, I lived in Istanbul for 4 years, and in Turkey, they have a pretty big professional basketball league.
No
Allen Iverson actually went and played for.
He played everywhere, though.
Istanbul.
Yeah, he didn't do that because he loved Istanbul so much.
Yeah.
I can't get wait to get
I
back
think
to.
he did it because he was thirsty.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, let's
good
see the
point.
Knicks. Istanbul. I'm gonna go with Istanbul.
But I'm just trying to figure out where, if it's okay. I don't know. I didn't know that it was. I know a lot about Islam, but I didn't know that it was not. It was somehow a sin under Islam for you to sing a national anthem of a country that you live in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's kind of weird. Yeah, like that's
Good
in the
point.
rule book.
Istanbul. You say Allen Iverson played there, huh?
Yeah. At the end of his career, he went over there and
Who
played
else
for
has got
maybe 1 year, I think.
Is there like a Canadian basketball league and a Japanese basketball league and a Scottish basketball league and all these guys go and play for
The Turks are pretty good though. They got some size, they got some skills. You got Hito Turkoglu, you got some nice Turkish players in the NBA right now. So they're a pretty good league. I've never went to a game, so I can't speak about the anthem.
Right.
I wanted to bring that up.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. 800-771-1025. Hello, Chris. How are you?
Hey guys, how you guys doing?
What's happening?
Hey, I just want to say, hey, I'm a huge Cavs fan, and he's traded. He doesn't play for them, but yeah, he it was actually a miss. He was in the restroom on one of the games and missed the national anthem, but he said he's never missed it ever before in his career.
Ever?
I read about it. I was like, what? Yeah.
He-
they say the pledge.
Yeah.
It was just
He's
a
quoted
bad-
here
funny
telling NEOMG that he missed it because of his
man.
religion. That's why I stayed in the locker room.
Maybe he thought that
He
maybe
was
it's
caught and covered up what he was doing in the bathroom.
or maybe it's important in that religion to make sure your bladder's completely evacuated
Exactly.
before any athletic event.
Yes, no pee before play.
That's right.
That's the rule.
In other
No pee.
in other original religion news, you'll be happy to hear this, Brian. I don't know if you're a religious man, but the face of Jesus Christ has appeared in the side of a mountain after a landslide.
Wow.
It's in Putumayo, in Colombia, San Francisco area of Putumayo, Colombia. The people that own the land there are doing exactly what Jesus would have wanted and charging people to see it. They're actually charging people money to see the miracle.
That's good. You want to see the face? $5.
What do you got on you? No. You want Jesus to? What are you looking for? A miracle to save? No, $5.
Wow. Big foam finger Jesus faces. That'd be great.
You could sell like the olive crown, the olive branch crown.
You could run that ragged.
But you got a foam rubber one for the kids so it doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh,
The
yeah.
Crown of Thorns. It's Nerf Crown of Thorns for sale.
It could come with like a dried blood on it.
We got pink, blue, green, all color thorns.
Get your styrofoam crucifixes here.
That's
sorry about
insane.
that.
Yeah, we've got a little off track there, but still, wow.
Where was the other? Well, there's two little stories I wanted to squeeze in here before we got to Enoch.
We can't find anything because the studio's on fire right now. So hold on one second.
Yeah, I'll give us one second.
Trying to clear the smoke out.
You talked about the guy that was caught on video blowing the pot smoke into that 1-year-old's face.
Oh, let's have the audio. That's
yeah,
what
we
I was
didn't play
going
the.
with. This is Father of the Year. Cops go there to this guy's house because there's a domestic squabble. They get everybody calmed down, and then another friend of the family waltzes in. He goes, "Oh yeah, you guys ought to look at this. Listen to the story."
Screenwriter, this is new video of a Beaverton dad in court tonight after
Pause,
police
one
say
second.
they received
Beaverton.
a clip of him blowing hot smoke into his baby's mouth, a 1-year-old boy. Good evening. Thanks for staying with us, everybody. The dad now faces several child endangerment charges.
The allegations came to light last night after police settled a fight between the baby's parents. On Your Side investigator Chelsea Copta is live outside the apartment where police intervened. And Chelsea, you talked to the person who brought the video forward. What did he say?
Yeah, and he told me that this was heartbreaking, and he told investigators the video was disturbing. Well, he says he's not the one who made the incriminating video. He said he wanted police to get their hands on it. in handcuffs and a jumpsuit.
Is your name spelled correctly there, sir?
Christopher Robert Kling made his first appearance before a judge. Sunday night, Beaverton police showed up to this neighborhood in the 3300 block of Southwest 125th Avenue, responding to a fight between Kling and his wife. The officer said they calmed the family down, but afterwards, investigators say a family friend gave officers a video that they say show Kling drawing smoke from a glass pipe and blowing it into the child's mouth. Police are not releasing the video, but new court documents say officers watched in the video as the baby coughed and smoke came out of his mouth.
Okay, pause. You got to cough to get off.
Also told police Kling had done this before. Kling was arrested, accused of endangering the welfare of a minor in what's called application of a controlled substance to another person. Well, police confronted Kling about the video.
Cough to get off, or what?
That's what they say. And said, quote, that
all right, I've had enough of this.
Here, Shannon Burke.
How many? Raise your hand here if you've ever tried as a kid or whatever. Hopefully, as a kid, you smoked some weed and once blew it into your mom's cat's ear or something. Or your dog's ear, right? Or you want the thing you either put in your face or you put it in their ear.
Up the snout is what I tried.
Oh, up the snout?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Well, I mean, in theory, if I were to do
Did you ever get a cat high? Did you think the cat actually experienced something?
I had a hyper dog that definitely calmed down.
Can you imagine the torture that a 1-year-old would be going through internally in his own head? A, his father blew some noxious crap in his face that's making him very uncomfortable and coughing. And B, now he feels like he's never felt before, and he's probably freaking out in his mind, but he's 1-year-old. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's really got to do some permanent damage to a kid. It's a 1-year-old.
Yeah. Especially if he's tripping out and like he can't talk, like he can't communicate to you. Like, I've had too much weed. This is too much smoke.
He's trapped inside his body.
What if you get him stoned to the bone? He goes, Father, I believe I've soiled my daddy.
With the baby sign language like we talked about last week.
Yeah.
Tell you he was hungry.
Then he does one of these with his, to his finger and his puts it like smoky smoke. Pass the douchey, Dad.
That'd be funny if he's like, puff, puff, give, man. Come on. Messing up the rotation.
Puff, puff, give, father.
Yes.
1-800-771-1025. That's the telephone number. That's really rotten thing to do.
What do you, first of all, you're wasting weed anyways. And then what are you doing this for anyways?
That's what the cop said. You're under arrest for wasting weed on a 1-year-old, buddy.
Too much marijuana, son. Get in the car.
Blatant waste of quality marijuana.
What does he get out of it? He's get to say, oh, well, my kid was smoking weed since he was 1 year old.
You know what he gets out of it? Hopefully, the poor kid goes to sleep. Well, hopefully, for the kid's sake, he falls asleep instead of hearing his dad go, that he goes to sleep, but Dad doesn't have to deal with him crying.
Yeah, okay, I see it. But pot wouldn't do that, though. I always heard
how do we know how that reacts to a 1-year-old?
Hold on, are you saying pot has never made you tired?
Well, no, I'm saying like to a 1-year-old. I thought the whole trick was like you take some bourbon or whatever and you run bourbon on their gums.
That's called a sugar teat.
Yeah, that's that thing.
My grandmother did it to my dad. She took a handkerchief, spread it on the counter, poured a couple of tablespoons of sugar right in the middle, bound the handkerchief up where there was like a pouch of sugar, tied it in a knot, dipped that sugar into some bourbon, and would put it in my dad's mouth. It would when he had like when he was teething, he was whining.
Right, teething is what it's normally for the toothache. It's old school.
Yeah, and to get drunk.
Yeah, well, the kid.
So to this day, my dad does that right now every night. Except now he uses
that's
sweet.
The new binky.
He uses sweet and low now because of he's worried about sugar.
I heard he actually makes a whole old fashioned and then dips the
handkerchief
in
the
old fashioned.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll order a brandy, but I need a handkerchief.
Yeah, and 2 tablespoons of sugar in the raw, please.
And the packets,
and
not
my
the pink
binky,
kind.
please.
If you've got it.
Yeah.
800-771-1025. That is our telephone number. We'll get with who we got.
Keeping up with the
Illuminati. Do you have his audio ready too?
I do, yeah.
Man, there's so many stories I had today. We're not any of them. They were good too. Maybe I'll save them for tomorrow. The 7 ways that science demands you have sex every day. My wife sent me this.
That's a good.
How weird is that?
Bonus.
Was this just reading material, or did you want to put it into practice?
She said, "Woohoo, sex" in the subject line.
All right.
It keeps you fit. It burns calories. 4.2 calories per minute for men. So roughly 12 calories a piece. And 3.1 calories for women. Moderate sexual activity twice a week, you'll burn 5,000 extra calories a year. Hallelujah.
Wow. Well, 5,000 calories. What's that, a Big Mac?
You earned yourself one
free Big Mac.
Free delicious.
No, a Big Mac and what are they?
That's a double quarter.
Fish?
I better be a double quarter pounder there. I had one the other day. That's the sweetest cheeseburger. Just at the right place, the right time. Sex keeps you young. Develops DHEA, the anti-aging hormone. It makes you healthier. Blah blah blah. For men, it helps your prostate and helps you to stave off prostate cancer by keeping your prostate.
So I have a question about these surveys that come out like this, because they say like having sex will burn 5,000 calories, or it'll do this and that for you. Isn't this the same? Isn't it the same act as taking care of yourself?
Having sex?
Yeah.
Listen to him trying to really push it over to his new wife. He's engaged now.
No, what I'm saying though is like is if you say like, oh well, you ever heard the old adage where if you masturbate too much, your eyesight will start to go. You'll go blind.
That's why I can't see in my right eye. Right
is
now.
it that same
I can't
action,
see you.
That same action is what a porn star does each and every day of his life, and they're not going blind.
Well, they're not masturbating.
Well, it's the same act, right?
Rick says it's okay to masturbate.
The going blind for masturbating is indeed not true at all. Okay. That's an old wives' tale. Just to solve, wrap that up for you.
Thanks for buttoning that up.
Here we go. A study has recently found that people that climaxed at least 3 times a week have a 50% lower chance of dying for any medical reason than those who only climaxed once a month. There you go.
And where did this study, was this like 3 guys in a clipboard walking around the neighborhood?
3 horny guys that weren't getting laid enough at home.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you know what I want to do? Let's do a poll.
Let's do a study.
Something we know nothing about. Yeah. I mean,
sex is good for your skin. Don't get dirty. That's not what it means like you think it means. It makes you happy. People that have sex first thing in the morning are happier throughout the day. It's it gets rid of menstrual cramps and somehow gets rid of pain. It blocks pain receptors. They say that sometimes the old adage, not now, I have a headache. Well, sex could actually relieve that headache. Keep that in your back pocket.
I got a headache. Let's go. Come on.
Keep it in your back pocket, Rick.
The Shannon Burke Show.
I know that they found Bigfoot on the show and named her Chloe.
It's the Mike Calta Show. Weekday mornings from 6 to 10 on 102.5 The Bone. Real Raw Radio.
The rich are getting richer. How about you? Sitting on the sidelines will get you nowhere. So what's your next move? What if you could learn how to make real money when the market goes up or down, all while protecting your hard-earned capital? Over 230,000 people have experienced Online Trading Academy's unique trading education, and now you can too. Wait a minute. Before you say, oh, no, that's not for me, just hear me out. I want to invite you to a free 2-hour trading class so you can check this out. And if you call now, we'll include a video guide worth $247 just for attending. Think about it. What is your money doing for you in a CD or mutual fund? Call right now while seats are still available at 855-799-TRADE. That's 855-799-8723 or online at otaclass.com. This could really change everything. Call now, 855-799-TRADE, 855-799-8723 or otaclass.com.
The first Real Raw practice is this Saturday at Four Seasons Indoor Golf. Perfect your swing for the Real Raw Open or just hang out and throw a few beers back with Kayla. All beers are half off and $1 off wine. Either way, you won't be disappointed. The first 25 people to pre-register at theboneonline.com will get you a free bucket of balls to hit around with Kayla. We'll be giving away tickets every 15 minutes to the Lightning, Kid Rock, and Dave Chappelle, and discounted registration for the Real Raw Open. Head to the Real Raw Open page at theboneonline.com for all the details, and make sure you pre-register.
I'm attorney Armando Edmiston. Have you been stopped for a traffic infraction? Do you have a pending DUI charge, or have you been injured in an accident? Call me, attorney Armando Edmiston, today for a free consultation at 813-482-0355. Offices Tampa.
Wingmen Wanted Chronicles, brought to you by National Aviation Academy. This one goes out to the veterans and military personnel.
Surrounded by a bunch of little shot glasses, and these were bottles with a swing top. Right. They were long, little big bottles, no label, just vodka. You didn't know whether it was a good vodka, and everything was
They just keep it at the dinner table, right?
No, at dinner, 12-year-old kids were doing little fucking pips of vodka. This was Sunday afternoon.
Each table had its own bottle of vodka.
Yeah.
Each table.
That's something else, man.
I'm like, okay, well, since my bottle's empty at the table, let me go to the bar and get another drink.
So when are you gonna go home break the news?
As soon as she gets home.
Huh?
As soon as she gets home.
When does she get home?
6. It'll be fun. It'll be all right.
Well, we're gonna podcast after this.
There'll be a little initiation. What's that? No, I'll podcast. I don't care.
She won't like come on board and freak out. Like,
That's what I was saying. I mean, yeah, she knew. We've been married 17 years. She pretty much knows her husband's a little off.
what does she do now?
She is like secretary, but for like an investment, like portfolios, shit I know nothing about.
Billy, you're not doing the March Madness brackets, are you? You do one?
Did I know?
No.
You just say Bill?
No, I said.
No.
I said Billy.
It happens all the time.
I said Billy.
Who's Billy?
You call your brother Bill or Billy?
Billy.
Billy?
Bill? Actually, no. Bill.
A little bit each?
Yeah, it's probably both. He's always liked Billy. I never liked Billy. Maybe Bill. Oh. I mean, I don't have to call his name, but just hears me.
Right.
Yeah, dude, I know nothing about that. March Madness, like nothing. I'm sure I'd have
You get a 50-50 chance, really, most of it, really.
just to pick it. Yeah, I don't know, picking them in order, but I literally know nothing about it. I have no interest in following basketball.
Are you a college football fan?
Yeah, and
Who's your-
football and NFL.
Who's your team in college?
Pitt.
Pitt?
Yeah, I'm old fashioned. Used to be Notre Dame until
Are you
everybody got
guys?
fucked in the shower.
Are you guys in the big? You guys are in the Big East, or no? The Big
Penn
East is
State,
gone.
rather.
Huh?
No, I'm saying Penn. My comment about the boys in the shower.
Oh,
I
Red Wing slapping.
here for that.
Visit LASIK250.com. Get a no-obligation exam and our best price yet. This offer expires soon, so call 844-446-2020 before it's too late. Individual results may vary. Restrictions apply. See details at LASIK250.com.
Coming up on The Bone.
Coming up on the next Mike Calta show, we will be joined once again by Jay Leno. Jay's coming to town, and he'll join us on the next show, as well as Rex Lee, you may know better as Lloyd from Entourage. Plus, we got a brand new open letter from Galvin that's worth $1,000. It's all coming up on the next Mike Calta show.
Whatever you do, don't stare at his neck tattoo. It's the Shannon Burke Show.
Welcome back to the Shannon Burke Show, 102.5 The Bone. Soul Brother out with a couple of appointments he had to keep today. He'll be back tomorrow. Brian Gardell is here with us today.
Stop.
Just quit his job.
No longer employed.
Hello, Tampa. Well, we're expecting to hear. We're going to be a couple of minutes with the keeping up with the Illuminati. Maybe there's some late breaking Illuminati news or something, but we'll get to a piece of audio that pretty much, says it all. Where people, celebrities openly admit that they sold their souls to the devil. Hey, answer me a question here. Is Letterman done already? Did I miss the last Letterman show?
I don't know.
I don't either.
Man,
we're big fans.
I go to
Yeah,
huge fan,
yeah,
Dave.
boy,
Thanks,
I love
Dave.
him.
Love the show, Dave.
Yeah, I could have been one of those tools that say, "Well, no, but I set the DVR. I can let you know."
That's right.
I have no clue.
I record every one. I don't watch them, but I've got them all recorded.
I watched
I have
Fallon.
738 of them. Yeah, no, I don't watch any of it. I don't watch anything.
Because the guy,
I hate everything, basically.
The guy who's replacing him is a funny guy out of Great Britain. He's a British cat named James Corden. 36-year-old guy, I don't know how old Jimmy Fallon is. He probably around there. He's in his 40s.
He's got to be close, I would think.
I don't know that Kimmel's a young cat, youngish. I don't know that who's that knucklehead that got kicked off of CNN because we couldn't stand it? I can't even remember his name anymore. The CNN talk show guy.
Miller?
Snooty,
No, Miller.
snooty ass British cat. Damn it, that's how relatives.
Oh, Piers Morgan.
Piers Morgan. Yeah, and they just for some British people, and I hope this guy will not be like that because he's on a comedy late night talk show. But British people like Piers, but they seem to just their accent alone makes them sound like a bunch of snooty a-holes.
Oh yeah,
don't you think?
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, some people think it sounds more intelligent.
Yeah, like 8 people.
Just yeah, about 8 of them.
Yeah,
I like it on a woman. It's incredible. I love a British accent on a woman. He's going to change it up a bit. Remember the old days? I guess there's a talk show format. Desk, when you're watching it, desk is stage left, which means it's on your right on the TV screen. Guest chair just to the left of that, and maybe a couch where your co-host guy, coffee table in front, dramatic backdrop behind them, right?
Right.
You interview a guy, the interview's over, say thanks for coming. Our next guest is so-and-so, stick around. You come back for the commercial break, that guy's gone, a new guest is on. He wants to take it back. Remember in Johnny Carson in the old days where if you came on Johnny Carson,
walk through the curtain,
you'd go after your bit, you'd move a chair down, and a new interviewee would come up, and then you get 3 people that day maybe that have been interviewed, and before you know it, you've got some great interaction going between all the other guests.
Right.
Well, that's the way they do it now in Great Britain, and that's the way he's going to do this show, where the people stick around through the whole show.
Nice.
I don't know why they stopped doing that. Maybe because people are so important. They have to do Letterman. Oh my God, I've got to before dinner.
Talk to me. Do not talk to me.
Well, it's the most grueling 14 minutes ever. I could be.
I have to sit there for what? 22 minutes.
I could be being robbed by Hispanic rubbing people, masseuse.
That'd be good to find out why they no longer do it. I think it's a great idea.
He's been, and I guess for 10 weeks they've been rehearsing the show.
Wow. Like just people go in and pretend like they're getting interviewed.
Well, the reason is because you hear a British guy. Now this guy's fresh over on the boat. He moved his family over to LA to do this from wherever they're doing it. And when you get over there, when he's fresh here, he still uses slang,
jargon.
like jargon we don't get. Like
wanker.
What a wanker!
He's a wanker!
What a wicked googly. Yeah. And that's why the 10 weeks are like, listen, you got to stop. We don't know what that is.
You got to Americanize yourself.
Yeah.
Right? Dumb it down for us.
I don't know. I don't know.
That show's probably going to be on about 2 weeks anyway. So,
but there's so many talented people in America.
It's an interesting choice.
Why couldn't you get someone from here? Instead of bringing in these dang foreigners to they took our jobs.
Yep. I just opened up. I could have done it.
Yeah.
But there was a rehearsal.
Yeah. You would have missed the rehearsal had you been available.
Right.
By the way, Jimmy Fallon is 40 years old and his net worth is $25 million.
Not bad.
I thought he would have had a little bit more than that. He's done some movies.
They say that the expecting the guests to stay on stage after their interviews to interact with the rest of the guests is a very popular British thing right now, but been untested since the days. It says untested in the United States, but clearly Carson did it for quite a while.
Oh yeah, he's the Today Show now, right?
Who?
Carson?
No. That's Carson Daly. I'm talking about Johnny Carson.
Oh, my bad.
Before the Tonight
Show. So many Carsons.
Carson Daly.
Write it down for me, Rick. I'm getting lost.
Taking notes for you.
Thanks, buddy.
I don't know that I get it. I'm really even more sad. Could someone please tell me 800-771-1025? Did I miss Letterman or tweet it? The end of Letterman?
Tweet.
I don't see it. I don't know. Nobody knows.
I think
that's sad.
You would have heard something.
Yeah, I didn't see any headlines.
I'm sure he's got to have a big send-off show. Yeah. I think this is his last season or something.
Yeah, it's definitely his last season. That I know. That much we can confirm.
They're gonna have a monologue like the old days. He's gonna have the typical desk with an old-fashioned phone and bloobity blue.
What time does this come on here?
Late would be what? 12:30 midnight.
Yeah. Good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Well, good luck with me. Listen, when I'm behind on Better Call Saul, because I couldn't stay up Monday night last night to watch it.
I think I have 2. I got to catch up on.
I got 1. I got to get caught up on that. Then I've got House of Cards. I'm nursing right now into the 3rd season. I don't have time for this tomfoolery. We sure are running late with our Illuminati cat.
He keeps texting me 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
We don't want to get into what he does for a living, do we?
Well, he's talked about it. Yeah, he's talked about it.
He's burying somebody right now. As soon as he's done burying them.
That's what he texted me. He goes, I got to finish putting this guy in the ground.
Oh, Colbert. I'm sorry. Colbert takes over for Letterman. This guy's taking over for Late Late. Who was Late Late was Fallon, wasn't it? Before no,
Fallon was there.
Who was
Seth
late?
Meyers, I believe, is there now, right?
Seth Meyers.
Seth Meyers does the Late Late Show.
He does.
I thought
the Late Late Show,
right,
or the Late Show. No, I don't even know. I can't stay up anymore. What do I know?
Research department.
Hold on, somebody get these two. Somebody will straighten me out. I need somebody to straighten me out. These things confuse me. You know, back in the old days, the Tonight Show. That's all you had.
Yeah, you had one show.
Then you got another show. Then
Sit on the Tonight Show's on.
Then you got a late
you
show.
Want a cup of tea?
Yeah, and then you have
the
the
late show.
And then the late
really,
show.
really late show. And if your wife won't let you sleep with you because you're hammered show.
Yeah, then you got to go watch Conan.
Yeah, what's on TV at 4:15 in the morning?
All right, who do we got? Josh, straighten me out, dude, please. Josh, go ahead.
Conan O'Brien, yes.
Go ahead.
Conan O'Brien does that. He keeps his guests out on the stage while other people come out.
Does he?
Yeah, and then his Andy, his co-host, will just slide down too.
I think Andy Richter's one of the funniest guys on
he's
television.
great.
Okay, so but Conan's on TNT now, isn't he? He's like on cable. I don't even know what
TBS.
TBS.
Yeah, he's
see,
cable.
I don't even know what it is
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. I thought somebody was going to straighten me out on the whole late show, late show, late show,
Yeah.
midnight show.
The really late show.
Crazy guys, really late show. Don, go ahead. You're on the Shannon Burke Show.
Hey, Shannon.
Hey, buddy.
Now this guy's taking over for that other British.
Oh yeah, though that guy's Scottish. What's his name? You know the guy.
Craig Ferguson.
Craig Fergie.
Yeah.
Fergie.
Yeah,
Craigie
that big
Ferg.
huge Brit.
I think he's Scottish, but yeah, okay, that's what he said. Okay, then we're used to a funny accent in that time slot.
Right.
And did your partner really confuse Carson Daly with Johnny Carson?
I'm your partner
Hey,
now, Shannon.
That's
Hi.
right, partner. He did. Carson is a Carson.
Yeah, I did, buddy.
yeah,
I'm so sorry. I know you've never made a mistake. I'm sure. I apologize.
1-800-771-1025. Dallas Cowboy Greg Hardy. All the hoopla about him being hired pending
after the domestic abuse,
pending the NFL's investigation. Tweets out now. I don't care what you he says. I don't care if you like me. I don't care if you like me.
That's what he says to the Cowboy fans.
No,
or regular to anybody.
To anybody. He goes, I don't care if you like me.
Man.
I like me, and God knows all. So I pray He blesses America and the Cowboys.
And the Cowboys.
Speaking of Cowboys, whatever happened to that video of Des Bryant in the Walmart parking lot?
You lost in the fire.
What video, Sonny?
That's right. Never did.
What evidence?
Kevin Lawton on Twitter says that Letterman's last show is on May 20th.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
right on
so
the
you
corner.
got
Oh, that's the
right-
day.
yeah,
We'll
that's
be
the
in.
end of the
day before
season.
we leave.
Yeah, we'll be in New Orleans. I'll be there on the 20th.
Oh, you'll be there.
Yeah. When are you coming?
I think the next morning.
You better get
It's cheaper
there.
flight for me.
Oh.
I don't have to pay for a hotel room that night.
Oh, is that?
I sleep at my house on
smart
Wednesday
man.
night and then head up there.
What's Letterman going to do when he quits? You know, what is he going to do?
Burn stacks of cash.
Yeah, he'll have to do something.
Oh,
Jay's
yeah.
still doing stand up, right? Like
Yeah,
he's
at
around
the-
here right
he's
now.
in the Strauss Center,
He's
yeah.
going to be on Kelta's show in the morning.
Yeah. I hope Mike remembers he should dig into the whole Letterman.
You think so?
Bring it up.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
whole
probably will. Yep.
fight, the whole the brouhaha deal.
But like
Well, and then
Leno,
Fallon took over Leno's spot.
Yes,
Yeah, he could bring
And-
that up.
he's
too.
doing a fine job. I
Le-
think.
Leno
he's
was a
killing it.
stand-up comedian beforehand,
killing it.
right?
Who?
Leno was a stand-up comedian.
Yeah, he was.
beforehand.
Yes.
What did Letterman do before he got that job?
He was a weatherman,
Weatherman.
and then he was a stand-up. Then he was on some morning TV shows.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah. David Orlando said Saul was really good last night. Son of a bitch.
Damn it.
You don't watch any shows like that where you follow a show and you keep following.
Yeah, I do. The last one I did that with was Breaking Bad.
Yep.
And I think I didn't leave my house, wash, or go to the bathroom for like 9 days. I mean, it was just incredible TV,
Yeah.
incredible show.
Yeah.
And yeah,
I feel that
think
way.
it was like 5th season where I started watching it.
I feel that way about House of Cards too.
Yeah.
I felt that way about Breaking Bad.
I've been
I feel
hearing
way.
that about that. I haven't checked it out yet. I like Spacey. He's great.
Yeah.
Spacey's good. Good.
1-800-771-1025. We'll take a break here. When we return, hopefully we'll either have Enoch on to keep up with the Illuminati. If not, let's just quickly blow through his audio, or maybe we'll save it and stick it in tomorrow. But we got to get Jack Cates on, or have we heard from him? yet?
He's missing as well.
Good Lord.
Wow, everybody's on my good thing I quit.
Yeah, his bracket must be destroyed if he's missing an action.
Yeah, well, I can't find him anywhere.
All right, either one or two of them will join us, or nobody will, and we'll just sit here and have fun.
Well, maybe that's what the guy's putting him here in the ground. Maybe it's him.
Oh, it could be burying Jack Cates right now.
Could be.
Both of our guests are busy right now.
With all of your
tuned.
money that you haven't cashed out of his
Stay
account yet.
tuned.
Stick around.
The Shannon Burke Show.
$500 in my cash by listening to a classic open letter at 7 a.m. Then at 9:30, I'll ask a question about the open letter, and if you get the answer right, you win $500 of my cash. But it doesn't stop there.
That's right. It turns out Mike has way too much money, so now he's giving away even more during my show. Tune in to Drew Garabo Live every day at 3:30 to hear another classic open letter. Then at 5, I'll ask a question, and if you have the answer, you win $500.
Tune in daily at 7 and 9:30 in the morning during the Mike Calta Show. Then again at 3:30 and 5 in the afternoons with Drew Garabo Live for your chance to win Mike Calta's cash for the station that gives you money. 1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio.
Polar Pop! Stop by Circle K today and grab an ice-cold 79-cent Polar Pop. It's made of polar foam, so it stays cold longer. And you can get any size cup for just 79 cents every day. Only at Circle K.
Hey, it's Drew Garabo for Buffalo Wild Wings, or B-dubs to its friends. Do you have a taste for Buffalo Wild Wings, but you want to watch the game from your own couch? Look, sometimes we just feel like staying home. Sometimes you want to party with a bunch of people at Buffalo Wild Wings, but there is nothing wrong with going fully hermit mode and throw a party at your place. And if you're doing so and you still have things to do before your guests arrive, just jump on to BuffaloWildWings.com and order your food online through their system. Pick the food you want, like large order takeout, wings spun in one of 16 signature sauces. If you want a personal recommendation, I'm going to give you one. If you don't want one, I'm going to give you one anyway. The Asian Zing is phenomenal, and if you like things a little bit spicy like I do, but also a tad sweet, that mango habanero provides a kick, yet a nice little hint of sweetness. The friendly folks at Buffalo Wild Wings will have your food ready for you to pick up. It is much easier than bringing your couch to Buffalo Wild Wings. Online ordering, BuffaloWildWings.com.
And this is Eva Shockey, so make sure you listen to my friends Trophy Taker Outdoors at 1025 Phone and iHeartRadio.
Trophy Taker Outdoors, brought to you by Bomber Saltwater Grade. Saturday morning from 5 to 8 a.m. on 1025 The Bone.
Wow, Choo Choo Lawn Equipment in Plant City and Husqvarna are blowing out everything at the Customer Appreciation Sale this Thursday through Saturday. You can get mowers at special fleet pricing, and some are below dealer cost. Residential Husqvarna mowers start at $49 per month with 0 down with approved credit. Plus, get free oil changes for the life of the mower, non-transferable. All parts are 20% off. Edger blades are 59 cents, and commercial blades are priced from $6.99. Everything is on sale at the Choo Choo Lawn Equipment and Husqvarna Commercial Appreciation Sale.
Storm football. There is no call. BMW, the world's most popular luxury automotive brand, and the world's ultimate driving machine. Every open stretch of straightaway, every tight twisted turn, all leads to the ultimate BMW dealer. Furman BMW. Learn more at FurmanBMW.com. It's FurmanBMW.com. Literally the most fun you'll ever have for the Lord. This Sunday from 10 to noon as the official legal counsel of the Mike Calta Show, as Tom answers all of your legal questions.
Is that full bladder feeling, like where it's like piercing your stomach?
Yeah.
I can't run down there and piss. How's it feeling?
Yeah, no, it's not a good feeling. That's like kind of like the road piss. The next exit. Next exit.
I've had to pull over on the side of I-4.
Oh, yeah, especially I-4. Dude, when we were in Tampa look at the picture, dude, for the volleyball tournament. Big retard.
Is that your girlfriend on there?
Yeah, she's right there. Oh, yeah. They won bronze medal. They finished third in the tournament.
Is that
You see what Raz has tweeted? Raz, that's funny about it. At least I was always reliable. I never missed a segment in 2.5 years. You're welcome.
Dude, people can get there like that guy. Did your partner really get that? Really, douchebag that never made a mistake?
Oh, there's people that'll just, you know.
It's hysterical.
They'll do everything.
Well, it's the whole, please just get a life. Please get a life. Do you reply to that stuff? Sometimes.
Yeah, I know what you know.
He'll reply to Sean Rice because he likes to get him riled up.
I've never missed a segment. Thank you.
Yeah, he used to do the Illuminati stuff.
Oh. Fallout.
Yeah, because you talk conspiracy stuff all the time. Yeah. Just ridiculous shit that I can use, like
like they're spraying us with chemicals. When you see a contrail of an airplane, it's really a chemical that they're spraying to kill everybody, or something. We're not sure what. It's either kill you or something else. And so I would ridicule him, and his wife just, and it was fun. And some things we could agree on, you know, but not too many. And we would ridicule. Part of the deal, we would make fun of how fucking ridiculous he was, and he got tired of that because he thinks he's, you know, because he's a serious whatever.
He's Morpheus.
Yeah.
Moneybackaddiction.com now. Moneybackaddiction.com. Go to moneybackaddiction.com. Moneybackaddiction.com. Making application does not guarantee acceptance.
Oh, that's right. You didn't have. You gave me your steak from Master Preserve.
Yeah, did you cook it? You better talk about it.
No, man, I got fucking home last night.
Oh, I gotta take a picture of it. People on Twitter want to see what you look like. Yeah. Perfect. That's awesome.
You would not like me if I was angry. Maya smash!
Pay attention. The segment you're about to hear could be his last. It's the Shannon Burke Show.
Just doing some tweeting.
Tweet, tweet.
Stand by.
Stand by.
Thank you. The Shannon Burke Show, 102.5 The Bone. I just tweeted a picture of Brian. People say, you sound a whole lot like your brother. And I said,
yeah, just a little bit.
Let me look. Take a look at it. His mug. Follow me at the Shannon Burke, and you're at Brian C. Gardell, right?
Correct.
At Rick J. SBS.
Oh, sorry about
Thanks,
that. Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
Sorry about you over there. Me and my buddy Brian just having a lot to talk about over here.
Yeah, we're just private. Sorry.
You guys
Stick
are
around.
par- you guys
Stick
are
around. We
partner
want you to
now.
be alone.
Yeah. Where were we? Oh, okay.
Waiting on.
Let's get. Should we
Illuminati
get?
Man.
Should we play the
audio?
Yeah, the audio of that. Do you have it handy?
Well,
It's not on
I
my-
do, but I will say this: that the audio is just kind of. It's not the
Yeah,
greatest
okay.
audio in the world. Just forget about it. Well, I thought actually it's pretty interesting.
Next.
It is about. It's just it's all the audio of people in various interviews. These are what's one of them? Beyonce's in it.
Beyonce's in there.
I think Jay-Z may be in there.
No, Bob Dylan's in there.
Bob Dylan is part of the Illuminati. Did you know that?
Yeah, I did not know
DMX.
that. So glad I.
Bob Dylan. Play the Bob Dylan one. That's perhaps the most. Somewhere he says in this interview, I sold my soul. He says, sold my soul to the devil.
Sold my soul to the devil one time. Never had a high. Get a life.
Why do
There
you
he
still
is.
do it? Why are you still out here?
Well, it goes back to the destiny
You're
thing.
close.
You know, I made a bargain with it, you know, a long time ago, and I'm holding up my end.
What was your bargain?
To get where I am now.
Should I ask who you made the bargain with?
with you know, with the chief commander.
Stop. Yeah. He said, "May I ask you?" It's Bradley. Who's the interviewer?
I don't know that.
It's
guy's
Ed
name.
Harris, isn't it?
No, it's Bradley. What's his name? Or
Cooper?
something Bradley.
Mhm.
I don't know. The guy with the earring. You know, he has a little earring.
He's got a cross like a lazy eye too.
Man, I wasn't going to do that for him anyway.
Yeah.
He asks him. He says, "I made a deal, you know, to do it." And he said, "May I ask who you made the deal with?" He says, "The chief commander," which I guess to all the people that are familiar with the devil will also answer to chief commander. He's also known as that as well. You want to continue?
With you know, with the chief commander
on this earth,
and on this earth, and then in the world we can't see.
Let's play his intro on the phone with us. He's actually made it to the phone. Enoch. Let's do Keeping Up with the Illuminati. Where is it?
Oh, the Illuminati got it. Oh man, it's not here.
What?
It's not here.
Our Keeping Up with the Illuminati.
I hope he's okay.
Sounder has been removed by the.
From Jay-Z and Beyonce to world leaders and the heads of multi-billion-dollar
hiding behind
global
Beyonce's
corporations.
ass.
When you want to know what the world's elite has planned to control your life and turn you into a human piece of garbage, there's only one place you can turn. It's time for Keeping Up with the Illuminati. This is no joke, is it?
Enoch joins us. Enoch, we're just going over the. How are you, by the way?
I am well. How are you guys doing
Good.
today?
We just played a piece of the audio. It's a little difficult, the audio, but about how
choppy.
Yeah, and kind of the music's too loud. The mix is bad, but
the bed is drowning it out. Yeah.
Where what's his name? I keep
Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan. Jesus. Admits that he's made a deal with the chief commander.
With the chief commander, yes, sir. In this world that you cannot see. So I heard you guys talking earlier about how perhaps he doesn't come to you and make you sign a blood oath and a blood contract. Yes, him in a physical form making you sign a blood oath like that. It doesn't come exactly like that. What he actually does is finds people with these talents, and he makes brokers a deal through the executives who are directly working for, Lucifer at this point and for the satanic cause. And they say, we can bring you up to the $10 million level or the $40 million level or the $100 million
In exchange for what? In exchange for what?
In exchange for the pollution of the human mind.
Next stop, Crazy Town. All aboard.
In exchange for just spreading the Illuminati's word or doing their bidding, or
Hey man, we're our patch you're in.
Let's take, for instance, Katy Perry. Okay, she is basically the new superstar to our kids, our preteens, and then some of these pop culture loving knuckleheads, as far as I'm concerned. And when you look at this one video that she's got, it was a teenage dream where she's got whipped cream bottles on her breast, spraying out whipped cream.
One of my favorite.
Well, imagine if you have a child, Rick, congratulations on the new engagement. And once you and Megan end up having children, is that something you're going to allow your daughter to participate in?
No, she will not be listening to Katy Perry.
In what? The whipped cream from the boobs, or just listening to her all together?
Or the whole devil thing that we seem to have just jumped off the track.
Yeah, I was distracted by the whipped cream of the boobs.
Yeah, right. Well, that's what I was thinking about.
It's a
hypersexualization.
Say again?
It's about hypersexualization, and if you notice, girls are going through puberty earlier. They're starting to recognize what sex is earlier. I mean, basically, they're hypersexualizing our kids through people like Katy Perry, Keisha, who's another. She blatantly does it in her music videos, flashing pentagrams, Baphomet, throwing up 666, Hail Satan with the two fingers, and the drawn knuckles. These were things that Aleister Crowley set up through the Satanic Church and through the occult of Satan.
Yeah, the occult of Satan. Brian, you're not familiar with that, right?
No.
Okay.
No.
Sorry. That's all right. So why would these stars why would they admit they made a deal with the devil if you're not, the first rule about making a deal with the devil is not to talk about making a deal with the devil?
No, the thing is they're able to go out and actually do it because what do people do? Welcome to Crazy Town. I just heard that about me. And if, the greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he did not exist. So if somebody could come out and blatantly say it, like, I don't know if you guys were able to see the Jack Black thing, but with the Pick of Destiny, they were laughing about it. And, if you can make people inclusively laugh about these types of things, he doesn't pose a threat.
Right.
So
you're saying like hiding in plain sight sort of thing.
Exactly. And another thing is he's the deceiver. So what he has to do is he's been set by boundaries basically, and he has to tell you that he's tricking you before he tricks you.
Uh-huh.
And so
my problem with it, Enoch, is that if Katy Perry or anyone else made a deal with the devil. I mean, are people? Can we assume? Are we to assume that every celebrity made a deal with the devil? Can we assume that some of these people are just legitimately very talented, and people want to listen to their music or watch them act in a funny show or listen to their comedy or watch them play a sport?
And maybe they're just sexual by nature. Maybe they're not trying to demonize the kids of America.
That's the beer people. They do the swimsuit ad.
We've been sexualized as a country and as a nation. If you look back into the 50s, none of this malarkey was going on. But you look at it now, and it's a hypersexualization in order to push this agenda to where everybody, there's no difference between man or boy. You look at that in Common Core, the new educational foundation. There is no he or she. There's, have sex with whoever you want, indulge in any type of perversion, and that is basically what the satanic cult. Make yourself the god, basically, and do whatever you want, no matter how impure. And us as a society have come to accept it because that is what has been pumped into our head through mind control and programming.
All right, my friend Derek in Indiana is asking this question. I don't have the answer to it, too. Can the average guy with a little bit of talent locate the Supreme Commander and say, listen, put me over. You got me. I'll do whatever you want. You're bidding, overshot, about whipped cream, shooting out anywhere in my body you want, buddy.
Well, that's the thing is he doesn't. You can't call upon him because you know how many people would be calling upon him.
Oh, it'd be like Shark Tank with nothing but the devil up there. You know.
Yep. Well, exactly. And to go back to the question you asked before, are there people who are successful who have not participated in any of this? Yes, absolutely. I know Rick's not a Satanist, and he's been to a moderate degree of meta level of success.
Our guest in the studio, our friend Brian Gardell's brother, is the actor Billy Gardell. You know from television and Mike and Molly, and he hasn't made a deal with the devil, according to.
No. Yeah. No, and if you will know these people personally, and yes, there are people out there, yes, who have made it purely by their own efforts and purely by their talents.
All right.
But there are the major portion of our what we would call superstars. They are the ones who actually are the ones who are in line with this, and they're basically a big group, and what they don't realize is they're just puppets in it. They're pushing this thing, and yeah, they're getting riches, and they're selling their soul for a pound of gold right now. But in the end game, they're going to be deceived and tricked just as everybody else, and that's eternal condemnation.
They'll be a lot richer when they do get tricked. I'll tell you that.
The more important question is: does the Illuminati have any impact on the March Madness bracket?
Oh.
Well, okay. So you look at March. March, according to the Roman calendar, you look up, went to one of their gods.
Go ahead.
Went to one of their gods, and it was the month of the harvest and warfare. And then you actually look at the definition of madness.
That's, yes.
And so you look at it, and basically, yes, harvest and warfare. And then you look at all the different, breakdowns of what the madness word is. And basically, you get
Kentucky Wildcats, right?
I have a new reference to the word madness.
Okay.
Well,
a different one.
You can't change the definition of what madness is. Madness is madness. So basically, it's a warfare that is just absolutely chaotic and out of control.
So that's what the final. I mean, the Sweet 16, the March Madness, the whole series means.
Well, that is
warriors.
A small interpretation of it. You actually have to look at
like
loosely translated. Shannon.
Okay, like a rewrite of a play.
Yeah, you could say that. Yeah, I guess Enoch. My question is: are there any players that are currently still alive in the March Madness tournament that are like Illuminati in training? Because I feel like they are going to be, fast forwarded or pushed into the Final Four. I want to make some money on that.
Are the Illuminati recruits got their eye on anybody?
Not that I can personally speak of, but they have control over these people's minds, and these people are actually sitting in the audience and in the crowd and playing their games, throwing up that pyramid. They don't even realize the witchcraft that they're dealing with.
Mm-hmm. Subliminal witchcraft.
Brian's taking this note.
Esoteric messaging, and when these guys who don't have any clue what they're doing after they make a great shot and they throw up that pyramid, all the powers, the higher up, the elite, the Illuminati, the cultists, the cabal, whatever you'd like to call them, they're just sitting there smiling, saying, "Look at all these morons out here that we're just control. And the thing with the sports is, and March Madness is, you look at the following that March Madness has: the Stanley Cup, the NBA playoffs, the Super Bowl. These are all things that just completely take you away and distract you from what is actually going on.
What is going on? Nothing else is going on during the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Everybody's watching the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Well, and that's the thing. They get to it, and then they watch this satanic. They watch this satanic
Halftime shows are
ritual
satanic.
happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they don't even
Halftime show brought
realize.
to you by the Cowboys.
Beelzebub. I'm on to you. I'm starting to read. I'm starting to get into this celebrity Illuminati thing, and I appreciate you sharing the audio. I find it incredibly interesting to me. There's just way too many coincidences with the mention of the phrase "sold yourself to the devil," made a deal with the commander, and the whole flying the old Illuminati triangle deal. That I think we're ready. I'm ready to have a beer with you, Enoch. That's what I'm saying.
Well, and one other quick one.
Quick
for you.
one.
So,
Yeah, we got to go.
CERN. We talked about CERN a couple weeks ago. Okay, they just released a short film called Cemetery. Okay, I have all the listeners. I encourage you to look it up.
All right.
And they're actually doing the dance that Shiva, the Indian god of destruction. Shiva's the Indian god of destruction.
I thought that was breakdancing.
Xena Warrior, wasn't that?
Oh, CERN. All right, I'm going to look into it, and maybe we next week we'll talk about more about that, and maybe we get some clips from the actual movie itself. All right.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Enoch,
sir.
dude, I appreciate it. Thanks for the audio. Keep it coming, and we'll talk to you next week.
Great. Thanks, guys.
Keep
Have
it
a
up with
great
the
day.
Illuminati, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
See ya.
Bye. Did you cook your steak yet from Master Purveyors?
No, I'm holding off on it. I didn't want to rush my meat last night.
Well, yeah, maybe you ought to, since you're newly, engaged, maybe have a romantic, little candlelit dinner. Mama comes home. You're wearing nothing but an apron now by the grill, flipping steaks, having a little Cabernet, flipping your Master Purveyor steak, and
Yeah, a ribeye like the one we got from Master Purveyors. I don't know if I would let her cook. I think
no.
I got to be the one on
You
the
can't
grill
let a
for
woman
that
cook a
one.
ribeye. We all know that, right, Brian?
Exactly.
Master Purveyors, FLA.com is the website you want to go to. You'd have a friend in the high-end meat business. These guys have been doing this since 1966. They supply the best restaurants, the best hotels, resorts, all throughout the state of Florida with the finest choice and prime cuts. They'll cut them right there in their own facility. You drop an email to Sean, SMC at masterpurveyorsfla.com. Tell them what you want. Tell them what you're looking for. Maybe you can help you make some decisions on what you're going to serve. You can deal with Wagyu beef, Wagyu. I mean, it is unbelievable. We're going to have to get Brian up here when we have one of these steaks.
Nice.
Oh, once you eat one of these steaks, no matter how great of another steak you get from wherever you get it from, you'll always compare that steak to the one you got from Master Purveyors. I guarantee it every single time. And the people that I have over that try, like that Myers program or the Alpine program, the first thing they say is, "Whoa, what kind of steak is
Or what did you do to this steak? It's
Yeah.
like, I didn't do anything differently.
Same
to
thing
the
I do to
steak.
the other steaks. It's
Yeah.
just
What's the name of the place?
masterpurveyorsfla.com. Thank you very much, Brian. Brian Gardell, ladies and gentlemen. Follow him on the Twitter. Follow us on the Twitter. Brian C. Gardell that's it. Brian C.
I
at
don't
Brian C.
even know what it
Gardell
is.
at Rick J. SBS and at the Shannon Burke. That's it. Man, I feel tired today. I don't know why. Stick around. Drew Garabo's up next. We're back tomorrow after Billy Madison, who follows the Mike Calta program. Have a safe afternoon. See you.
Yeah! The Shannon Burke Show on 102.5 The Bone.